With 3 races now remaining in the regular season, who will make it to the top 12? We welcome everyone to MaxSpeedTV. This is the Doug Design Can-Am Pro Series for Extreme Motorsports and 99.com. I am Joshua Medlock alongside Logan Keiss, joining me again here tonight. Right now, Logan is trying to get things set up, but I'm sure he can answer this question. The fastest, shortest track in NASCAR, what are you looking at here tonight in the keys to the victory? And, of course, how are you doing, Logan?
I'm doing good, sir. I'm looking forward to a wild and fun race to watch. I mean, I've never personally raced Iowa, but I've watched a couple of races, and it's always action-packed all the way up until the finish. It's kind of like a Michigan-shaped Bristol.
A Michigan-shaped Bristol. All right, well, I've not quite heard that term before for this track, but, of course, we all have our own nicknames for Iowa, as I have mine as well, and there's several of us. You may, throughout the race here tonight, you may hear me call it the community swimming pool because it looks like a big pool. But it should be a good race, nonetheless. I mean, hey, the season's winding down, Logan, and man, we've got very close points, really tight-knit right now, but we'll get to that here in just a minute. We've got an air temp of 68 degrees, a humidity of 1, a track temp of about 72, so there should be a lot of grip out there. It's not real hot, so I'm sure they're going to be able to find some grip. As the tires wear down, of course, it may get a little loose on them. 144 laps here tonight, 126 miles. This track is only 0.8 miles long. It's not even a mile long. The tire window and the fuel window is going to be about the same as I was talking about the tires. The fuel is about 45 to 55 laps. Might be able to push it to 57, 58. I don't think they can get that high, but we'll see. The tires are going to be key, so I imagine they're going to be pitting for tires before they get fuel, and you might as well do it all at the same time. 40-mile-per-hour pit road here tonight at Iowa, so they're going to have to get it wound down on the pit road.
Oh, they are, just like they do every week. Yeah, I mean, pit road's never easy to get onto, especially if you get green flag runs, so it'll be fun to watch them get woed down and get on the pit road and hopefully not speed and get into their pit box right.
Yeah, I mean, going a lap down is not what you want to do at any short track. This is a short track, so we are going to be short track racing here tonight, and we're going to get to the point standings coming in tonight with only 3 races remaining, including tonight. Garrett E. Grant holding the top spot with 246, but he's only 6 ahead of Andrew Mraz in a second, up a spot from last week, 240. Carter Lawson up 2 spots into third, 237, 3 back. Garrett Heath is staying in 4th currently with 236, 1 back behind Carter. Now the biggest points gap is right here between 4th and 5th. 5th, Jacob Lee down 3 spots, 216, 20 back at Garrett Heath. And you may look at that, well, 20 points, that's a lot of points. Well, no, it's not, because you can really rack up the points, with one great, extreme, good racing event that you participate in. And Jacob Lee, I mean, from where he sits right now, if he had an excellent race, won the race, got all the points, maxed it out, and Garrett, Andrew, Carter, and Garrett, the other Garrett, had a bad race, Jacob could move up to 2nd, maybe 1st. Yeah, it's that quick. Samuel Richards going to round out the top 6 in the points with 210, 6 back behind Jacob.
Zach Ogburn's coming in at 7th position. He's up 3 spots from last week. He's 10 points behind Samuel Richards in 6th. I mean, we've seen, big point swings already this year, so I wouldn't be surprised to see guys moving all around, all over the place. But in 8th position with 196 points, we've got Robert Felgen. 9th place, we've got 195 with Andrew Jump. He's down 2 spots from last week, so he's looking to rebound this week with a good run. And rounding out your top 10, we've got Jeremy Horn. He's up 1 spot from last week with 193 points. Timothy Zayas, our winner from last week, is up 5 spots. 5 spots, Josh. That's a
Yeah.
that's we were talking about it. That's what
Yep.
one good race can do for you.
Yeah,
He's got
exactly.
187 points in 11th position, and rounding out your top 12, making it in the chase is Chris Seidenfaden with 186. He's down 3 spots from last week, also just like Andrew, looking to rebound.
Yes, it is. And you look at Chris Seidenfaden, where he sits just inside the top 10, or in the top 12. Sorry, Chris. Chris right now running in second here in practice. I mean, all it's going to take is for Chris to have a good run. But right up ahead of him in the point standings, Timothy Zayas. Timothy Zayas is running third here in practice. Now, I understand it's just practice, but it's Iowa. It's wide. It's fast. We're going to see some 3 and 4 wide action here tonight, guaranteed.
Oh, absolutely. There's multiple grooves that can be run around this track. And just watching them in practice, you got guys on the bottom, guys on the top. You got guys getting into the wall. There's so many different lines around this place, and they're all fast. It's just what rubber buildup is on each of the lines going to dictate the fastest line around the track.
Yes, it is. And, we have 144 laps here tonight. It's going to be awesome, and it's going to be really, really hard racing by these guys. They know the season is winding down, or the regular season is winding down, and they need to get all the points that they can. Well, we are going to step away here real quick, play the national anthem. Don't go anywhere. Qualifying will be underway when we come back.
Can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fights, oh, the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket track, the bomb busting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Gators that star-spangled banner, yeah, wave for the land unafraid. You're the home of the brave.
Alrighty, we are back live here, and qualifying is officially that is done and over. It looks like pretty much. Now we do have a couple of drivers still out here qualifying. They're going to get to the drivers' meeting here pretty shortly. And right now we've got the 22 of Timothy Zayas up front with a 21.922, 50. About 51 hundredths of a second ahead of Jarrett Lipster. Jarrett is one of those drivers that him and his brothers came on board, Logan, and they're showing some of these drivers up. They have a right to be here, and boy, you could just see it right here with Jarrett running up front in second here in qualifying.
I mean, yeah, you saw it last week at Dover. Both of the Lipsters, Cody and Jarrett, both put on a good show. They were both running really well, running together, and you know they'll do a good job here tonight, I'm sure as well. You know, Cody is currently in 21st, but I'm sure he'll find his way towards at least the middle of the pack by the end of the race tonight.
Oh, yeah, for sure, indeed. Well, we're going to get to the team standings coming in tonight because, after every series is complete, and Logan's actually going to go over this, but after all the races are completed for each series, then they total up the team points for each series, and then that is how, because they have a team championship, and that is how the team champion is decided. So, Logan, go right ahead, bud.
Yeah, as Josh was saying, the team points are combined of their Cup Series, Xfinity Series, Truck Series, and K&N Series. Now, they also have their individual points for team points that I'll go over here in a second, but for all the marbles, per se, for all the series combined, Samson Motorsports is sitting on top with 1,975 points right now. In second place, Primetime Motorsports has got 1,813 points. Sorry about that. Third place, Performance Motorsports has 1,697 points. They're actually tied with Proformance Motorsports at 1,697 points combined through all four of the series. In fifth place, we've got Downforce Motorsports. They've got 1,692 points. They're really close to being tied with Performance and Proformance as well. And rounding out your top six, we've got Maverick Motorsports with 1,156 points. As you can see, the total series points are really, really close, and it's coming down to the wire for them. They're all battling for whatever they can get, and they're trying to get everything they can get before the chase starts. And
yes,
they'll be getting everything they can throughout the chase as well. But it's really cool to see how close all of the teams are, except for the top two right now that seem to be pulling away from the rest of the field. Coming down here to the K&N Series team points, Samson Motorsports is also leading down here with 430 team points. Primetime Motorsports has 370 points. They're currently sitting in second place. In third place, we've got Proformance Motorsports with 368 points. Downforce Motorsports has 355 points in fourth place. Performance Motorsports has 259 points in fifth position. And Maverick Motorsports is sixth in points with 155.
Well, see, when all the series are combined is when you really get to know where the points are coming from. So, Logan, I know you got the stats there in front of you. Where are these points coming from, to keep the top three where they're at in each series?
Well, it looks like in the Cup Series, Primetime sitting on top of points there, and Samson is in second points there. You come down to the Xfinity Series, and you've got Proformance on top with 406 points, and Samson's sitting right there in second place again with 392, and then you've got Performance down in third. But you've got in the Truck Series, Samson is up on top in the Truck Series with 470 points. They're almost 100 points in front of Performance Motorsports in second place with 386. So between here in the K&N Series and the Truck Series, where where Samson Motorsports is on top, they're leading by almost a combined 200 points in the K&N and Truck Series over whoever's behind them, whether it be Primetime or Performance or Proformance. They're doing a really good job across their top two in all four of the series, whereas a couple of the other guys are second or third or fourth. So Samson's putting their best foot forward across all 4 series right now, which has got them a pretty comfortable lead up in first.
Well, you talk about the point standings in the team, and then you have your individual standings. As an individual driver, we went through the top 12 here early on. It's the same way. You may be, an individual driver on a team, working and trying to help that team for a team championship. But as an individual driver, you're also wanting that sole championship at the end of the chase, at the end of race number 15.
Oh, absolutely. You're looking out for your own interest as well as your team's interest. It's hard to balance, going out and trying to win every race where, your team really needs you. Say if you can't win, if you've got a top 5 car, to not tear up your race car and get a good points finish for your team as well as for yourself.
Well, what do you do in a situation, Logan? I as an individual driver, say you're not on a team, you're out here, individual driver, solo. What do you do if you're that person and you're fighting to get in the top 12 at the end of race 10?
Oh, you're going for it, man. You're going to go get whatever you can at whatever the cost is. You're not thinking about, if I move this guy up in the corner, what's going to happen? Or you're just trying to get by everybody that you can to try to get as many points as you can to try to move yourself into the top 12.
Well, it is, coming down to the wire of the regular season. Now, of course, we talk about provisionals. We mention it each and every week, or at least we try to. They get 2 provisionals in the regular season within the 10 races. Could that hurt you or benefit you? I mean, it could do a little bit of both, couldn't it?
It could. It's hard to distinguish between it helping or hurting you, in my opinion. I always try to go out and give it my best every race and not have to worry about the provisionals. But I don't know, man. That's not really my forte in provisionals.
Yeah.
I just go out and try to get the best that I can every week.
Well, see, the way I understand provisionals, and this is just the way I understand them, is those are there to actually, just in case something was to happen. Okay, they're there. I do believe that, also if you're going out there and you're racing and you have, say 2 bad races, those are dropped. So you get 8 races. I think that's how that works for everybody, if I'm not mistaken. Of course, I'll get with Rick and the rest of the admins to confirm that, but I believe that's how that works.
Right, so they're just taking their 8 best finishes, and that's what they've got. They may have finished 31st or got wrecked early in a race, say at like Daytona, but that necessarily won't affect them as much if their rest of their races they run in the top 10 or the top 15. That'll actually benefit them, whereas it would hurt them if they didn't run up front.
Yeah, and like I said, I would have to get with Rick to confirm that. But, we are on Timothy Zayas right now, or at least I am over here. And, Timothy Zayas grabbing the pole here tonight, getting the win last week. I think that momentum has kind of came into Iowa.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, you heard him talking about it last week as well when we interviewed him at post-race. He said he enjoyed the track. He wasn't sure if it was going to be his best track, but he came out here tonight and he threw down one heck of a lap, man. He is sitting in first right now, qualifying on the pole.
Well, let's see here if we can get him down here. Timothy Zayas got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Timothy Zayas grabbing the pole here tonight with a 21.922. The winner last week at Dover. I think your momentum came into Iowa, man. Talk about Iowa.
Hopefully it did. We'll see how the race goes. I didn't think the qualifying lap was as good as it was, so I looked at the time and kind of surprised me. But yeah, short track, a lot of speed here, multiple lines. Gonna have to have some give and take here at this track, but we'll see how that goes.
Give and take. Well, we've heard that before. Well, Timothy, man, congratulations on the pole here tonight. How's the track feeling down there? Is it grippy?
Yeah, it's pretty grippy. I didn't really get many practice laps in. It was kind of chaos out there with all the cars, but for the most part, I think I maybe got a 9-lap run, and it was still grippy. But I'm sure 25 laps in, if we get a 25 lap run tonight, get kind of sketchy out there. But I think we'll be fine.
All right, Timothy, we'll let you get back to it, bud. Y'all are in a driver's meeting. Don't want to keep you. And again, congratulations on the pole here tonight.
All right, thanks. Have fun up there.
Uh-huh. All right. Well, that is our pole sitter. Well, Logan, we do it every week, or at least I try to. Who do you got winning here tonight?
I'm gonna take the guy we just talked to. I'm gonna pick Timothy's ass. It's kind of a no-brainer for me. He ran so good last week, and he's out here running really good again this week. I think if he can stay up front and stay out of trouble, he'll have a good race. He'll have a good shot at bringing it home again here tonight, bringing it back-to-back wins.
Well, I am actually going to go with the guy behind you and Jarrett Lipscher in second here in qualifying. That is going to be my pick.
Yeah, we talked about them earlier. The Lipscher boys they're pretty good out here, man. They're fun to watch, and they put on one heck of a show as well.
Well, if you've got a pick out there in chat, and speaking of chat, let's see who we have out there. It looks like we have Racing Fan 99, as always. We've got myself and MaxSpeedTV, which is me, as well. Mike Robinson, who is also racing here tonight in chat. We've got Sister Mare. We have Aaron Stafford in chat. And we've got 18 viewers currently. Come on, guys. Let's get some more viewers up in here. Race number 8, winding down the regular season. I mean, you don't want to miss this. I mean, I wouldn't want to.
Oh, no, it is going to be a crazy race, and it's going to be an entertaining race to watch, man. I can't wait for him to get started.
Well, you know how we get things going here.
It's always a blast, man. I can't thank you enough for having me up here in the booth with you.
Well, it is an honor, and I'm glad to have you. Well, we got to go through a little bit of the race kind of rules here a little bit. Now, they get a 22 incident limit for the K&N series. After 22 or right at 22, it automatically DQs you. So you get DQ'd and then you get a DNF. Unfortunately, that's what it is. Like I said, 2 provisionals. You don't get any provisionals in the chase. And totally understandable. I mean, it's the chase. You know, you're out there fighting for a championship, you know.
Oh, absolutely. It's one of those things that you work so hard to get there. Why not show up? You know.
If I was in the chase, I would definitely be there. Well, the points are awarded by the following. First place will receive 45 points. Second place, 42 points. Third, 41, and then etc. And then it goes all the way back to 43rd, receiving 1 point. However, you can pick up bonus points as well. You lead the most laps, you get a point. Qualifying, which a lot of these guys, they qualify each and every week. That is a free bonus point, basically, just for qualifying. So you get a bonus point there. And then incident-free the whole race. Not getting any incidents, they give you 2 bonus points. You know, so you can rack up a total of 49 points in one race. Now, between Garrett D. Grant and who's we talking about? Jacob Lee?
Yes.
Yeah, Jacob Lee. So 246 to 216. That's only 30 points difference. You know, in one race, if something was to happen to the top 4, they have a bad race, and Jacob comes in, wins the race, no incidents, You know, well, even if he say gets an incident or whatever, you know, finishing first is 45 points.
Oh yeah, it is. And another
Pending
thing
any
is,
penalties, you know.
yeah,
Go
yeah,
ahead.
that's another thing is they for every 6 incidents they also take 1 point away. You get a penalty point for every 6 incidents. So it's beneficial to, you know, not having a bunch of incident points. If you don't manage to go incident free, to at least stay away from 6 incidents in a race is another thing that'll help you to, you know, keep from losing any points from by the time you finish, to not lose any more points off of what you gained throughout the night.
Yes, it is. All right, well, we're going to drag somebody down here. Mike Robinson, do you got a copy, buddy?
Yes, sorry about that.
It's all right, Mike. Well, you know, we talked to you a couple of weeks ago. You know, some things have happened. We was hoping for better news. We noticed you're running the 00 tonight. Talk about the update and what we did not want to hear.
Last night, early this morning, Grady Chandler took a not so good turn. He ended up back on the breathing machine. There was talk of a tracheotomy going on, and the worst part about it all is he has gone septic. We don't ever want to see somebody go septic because it can be fatal. The good news, he is on medicines to help his heart, to keep his heart and his blood pressure regulated, and he is also on some strong antibiotics.
Okay.
And we're hoping that he pulls through and he beats this shit. We need it. We need all the prayers you guys can get, and we just, not only me, but his family needs to do this. So tonight and for the rest of the season, this is not for me. This is for Grady. I am putting my season aside. I am not racing for me. I am fully racing for Grady. So we're out here doing it for Grady. 00, guys. Let's go. Let's do this.
All righty, Mike, we'll let you get back to it, bud. It's hard for you to talk about it. We fully understand, man. Thoughts and prayers out to not only you, but the family out there of him. Man, we're going to let you get to racing here tonight, buddy. Good luck.
10-4, man. Thank you. It was a miracle that I even got it into the top 10. So.
All righty, well, we'll let you get to it, man.
Thanks, buddy. You guys too. Have a good night.
Uh-huh. All righty, well, we're going to get to the grid here tonight. Well, this is the MaxSpeedTV starting grid. Timothy Zayas grabbing the pole here tonight with a 21.922. Congratulations to Timothy for grabbing the pole here. Jarrett Lipster, my pick. Timothy picked, Logan picked Timothy. Man, I get you two confused. and I picked Jarrett. So 1 and 2 here tonight. Jarrett Lipster going to be on the outside of him. Garrett D. Grant in third, our point sitter. So really, man, we got some battles going on here early on, even in qualifying. Andrew Mraz, the defending champion, starting in fourth here tonight. Chris Seidenfaden in fifth. The top 5 for him in qualifying. Zach Willard sixth. Brian Wasserman 7th, Gary Wills 8th, Michael Robinson 9th, grabbing the top 10 in qualifying, and Zach Ogburn will round out your top 10.
We've got Garrett Heath in 11th, Jeff Glockner 12th, Roy Geeson 13th, Scott Brooks 14th, Orlando Rivera 15th, Jacob Lee 16th, Edward Morris Sr. 17th, Christopher Vanskoy 18th, Jarrett Harmon 19th, and Samuel Richards rounding out your top 20.
All righty. Cody Lipster going to start 21st. Jacob Shalafo 22nd. Douglas Carlson 23rd. Dawson Miller 24th. Blair Patterson 25th. Robert Felgen 26th. Donnie Lee 27th. Ryan Swan 28th. Cole Kidder 29th. And Rick Donathan Sr. will start 30th.
Jeremy Horn starting 31st. We're tuning up the band here in 32nd. We got Willie Nelson. He's first, didn't qualify. He's coming out here in 32nd. He had a really good run last week. I'm looking forward to him having another good run here tonight as well. We've got Darren Clement here in 33rd. Stephen Mioch in 34th. Rick Donathan 35th. Lane Doyle 36th. Rodrigo Logo 37th. James Coy 38th. Cody Fabianic 39th. Don Kidder 40th. And Brandon Joy 41st. 41st.
41st? 40 41st? What's 41st? 44th?
A new position I just made up.
A new position. All right, 44th. You heard it here from Logan Kais. 44th. I think Logan has had a long day, so.
Oh yeah, man, I've had a long day, but I'm excited to be here, and I really am looking forward to watching this race.
Well, they're going to get 2 laps here for pacing. Now, Iowa is a D-shaped oval. Basically, you're turning the whole way. 4 turns. Turns are 12 to 14 degrees. The front stretch is 10 degrees, and the back stretch is 4 degrees. So you've got some degree banking everywhere.
Oh yeah, the banking is really what helps these guys keep up their speed and carry their momentum through the corners. It's really a fun track to watch because these guys are flying around this short little track.
Yes, it is. Pace cars off and away. Timothy Zayas getting them stacked up. Here we go, folks. We're going to get this thing on the road. Green flag is out. Boogity, boogity, boogity. We're racing the short track in Iowa, boys.
Yeah, here we go. We're coming down into turn 1. Timothy Zayas got a really good start. He's out here. Garrett D. Grant in second. And, you know, they're still too wide, Josh. They're too wide for second,
yeah.
4th, and 6th.
Second, 4th, and 6th, 2 wide. But Timothy Zayas going to hold on, lead the first lap. Now, you do not get bonus points for leading a lap, but you get a bonus point for leading the most laps. So, whoa, back here in the back, Jacob Lee in the 21 and the 88 of Garrett Heath almost making contact. However, they keep it straight, keep it going. This battle right now, I think they're just trying to figure out the track, Logan.
Oh, absolutely. You know, I would be Garrett D. Grant with a run on Timothy Zayas. He almost got into him coming out of 2, but they're side by side coming down here into turn 3.
Oh,
Garrett D. Grant's trying to make the pass, and I think Timothy's going to have a good run here coming off of turn 4.
No, as you look at that up there, we have Orlando Rivera moving backwards. He has fallen all the way back. Ooh, we got a caution. Jacob Shalafo. Let's go back here and take a look at what happened here. And I believe it might have been Jacob Shalafo might have been involved in that in the number 71. So as we take a look, Jacob Shalafo, oh, we're 3 wide, almost 3 wide right here. The 8 going low. Oh, yeah, right here. 3 wide. Contact made between the 8 and the 71. And, oh, boy, the 10 and the 8. The 10 of Rodrigo Loga and the 8 of Rick Donathan Sr. both go for a malicious ride. Man, they went into the catch fence, both of them.
And that's rough, man. You know, you see one car go up into the catch fence, and that's usually about all you see. But to have 2 of them, that's a rough ride, man, for both of them for sure.
Yep, Rodrigo Loga and Rick Donathan Sr. both go into the catch fence. Now, Rodrigo looked like flipped back on his wheels. He got it going. Unfortunately for Rick Donathan Sr., he had to tow. And, oh, man, we know how that towing can be. It is gruesome.
Yeah, towing takes a while to get back to your pit box, even though you teleport right back to your pit box. You know, it still takes the tow time for the tow truck to come get you, to hook you up, to pull you all the way back to your pit box.
Well, let's take a look here and who we have. Well, I know we've got some standby drivers that have joined in again this week. Lane Doyle, Stephen Mayoik, or Mayock. I'm not sure exactly how to pronounce it. We're just going to call him Stephen. So we got Stephen and Lane joining the festivities here tonight. And, of course, we have tuning up the band, as you was talking about earlier, Willie Nelson. Now, that is not the real Willie Nelson. Well, it is the real Willie Nelson, but it's not the Willie Nelson that we know. I'm just going to be quiet. I'm going to get myself confused. But
up with another name for Steven. We can call him Screaming Steven because, you know, we can see if he's going to come screaming through the field here from 32nd.
Yeah, you know, Steven, you know, he had a good run last week too. You know, him and Willie and Lane, you know, these standby drivers, they come in and they don't know what to expect either, okay? And the drivers that are out there racing, you know, they've raced around each other for years. You know, they kind of have an idea of, you know, who they can race around, who they can't. But, you know, these other drivers that are standby, you know, they come out here and they just tear it up. You know, you race me clean, I race you clean. You know, that type of mentality.
Oh, absolutely. You know, these standby guys are, you know, no one to sneeze at. You know, these guys are good and they're here for a reason. They want to come out here and they want to have fun and they want to win some races too.
Yes, they do. And of course, we talk about winning races. Getting a win does not lock you in. Just because you win, it's not a lock-in.
Nope, you gotta race really well for at least 8 of the races that you're in throughout the regular season to finish in the top 12 to get into the chase.
Well, we didn't do this beforehand, Logan, so I'm going to do it now under the first caution of the evening. We want to give a special shout out to the sponsor here for the K&N Series, Doug Design, Doug Blackman, primarily a sign shop, but also wraps vehicles as well as custom awards. Custom creations with custom flair. I like that. He has been in the business for about 5 years. He is part of CCM Racing, which is owned by ARCA Series racer Eric Caldell. Eric is very pro sim community, so if you want a logo on his car, you can contact Doug on his Facebook page at facebook.com/@therealdoug. Doug Design, something like that. You can look him up on Facebook. Unfortunately, I do not have that right now. I have switched computers, and I'm still trying to get things set up.
Yeah, I'm sure you go back to one of our previously streamed races, and it'll be there as well. So
yes, it will. Yeah. Previously streamed race, you can check it out. But you know, Doug Blackman coming on back on board with these guys, coming to the K&N Series. So, well, Logan, get them going. Coming to lap number 10.
Yeah, we are, as you said, coming to lap number 10. We got Timothy Zayas. Looks like he's led all the laps so far. He's chosen the inside for this restart. Let's see if he gets another really good restart and gets a good jump on Garrett D. Grant here. As we saw last week, he likes to go early. Like he's going to wait. There he goes. He's got a huge jump on Garrett Grant. And it looks like he's going to pull the 31 of Andrew Mraz with him up into second place as they come down here into turn 1.
Well, Andrew Mraz still has the target on his back, you know, being the defending champion, but he's got a lot of competition this year.
Oh, yeah. Everybody, you know, running up here, you know, every week in the top 10. Any of them's got a chance to win. You know, they're all really, really good out here this year.
Well, what is the preferred line? I mean, we know there's several lines here at Iowa. You know, you see the lines on the track, but that's not necessarily where they're going to be. But what is the preferred line at Iowa?
Usually, you know, later on in the run, everything all funnels out towards the top side from what I've seen. But usually it depends on the driver's preference, you know, how they drive the track. And given that this is a fixed setup, the only adjustments you get are in your steering ratio, your steering offset, and your brake bias. It really just depends on how the driver drives the car. They'll find what line works best for them, and you know, they'll go and they'll get what they can while the getting's good, and then usually it all funnels towards the top side when their tires start to wear off, and they can save their tires and keep up their momentum that way as well.
Well, we're 3 wide back here with Jared Harmon. Oh boy, Jared Harmon on the outside. Downforce Motorsports. He had Garrett Heath in the 88 and the 14 of Edward Morris Sr. Well, they were 3 wide there. You're going to see that here at Iowa. It is that wide.
Here they go again, Josh. Oh, we got one in the wall.
Oh, one into the wall.
He was right behind the 14th of Edward Morris there, you know.
The 15 of Samuel Richards, okay.
Yeah. He was trying to keep his momentum up, staying up as close to the wall as he could, trying to blast by a couple of these guys on the outside, but it didn't work out for him. He snagged the wall, but it looks like he's continuing on, and he'll get 3 wide again here, Josh. Oh, my.
Yeah, we're going to see this 3 wide action throughout the whole race here tonight. And it would not surprise me any at all if we, coming down to the final laps, I know we shouldn't be talking about it right now, but coming down to the final laps of the race, 4 and 5 wide.
Oh, you know, the drivers will do what they've got to do to advance their position. You know that. We've seen it happen before. It's drivers are crazy.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, the biggest mover last week at Dover last week, Stephen Mioit, we was talking about him earlier, and Stringing the Music, Willie Nelson, Countryman, that's what I'm going to call him, Willie Countryman Nelson. He's got a nickname. All right, that's his nickname here tonight. But, you know, the 2 biggest movers last week at Dover, I mean, good Lord, coming from all the way into the back of the field.
Oh, we got 2 in the grass on the front stretch here.
Blair Patterson.
Couple of
downforce guys. Yeah. Well,
no
you
caution,
don't see that too often. It looks like Jared Harmon and Blair Patterson still under green flag conditions. Let's go back here and take a look at what happened to the 2 teammates, the 44 and the 91. Well, they were almost 3 wide, almost 4 wide. They're kind of in a diamond pattern here. Not sure right there. Oh, the 00 does make contact with the 44. That sends the 44 down into the 91. So that is where the 91 gets involved. Well, Timothy Zayas has broke out to about a 7. Now we have a caution. Jacob Shalafo. Go back here and take a look at what happened to Jacob.
It looks like Jacob in the 8 of Rick Donathan Sr. was turned around as well there.
Okay, we'll go back here and take a look at the 71. Beyond Jacob Shalafo here for everybody. I'm trying to look here. Now I'm seeing the 71 go low. He's coming to the inside of the 10. Oh, right here. Okay, Jacob Shalafo, he just snapped loose. He snapped loose, went sideways, come up the racing surface, and the 8 of Rick Donathan Sr. Scraped the wall, locks it down, and gets it slowed down. So no damage, it looks like, coming from RDS.
Yeah, no damage. And pit road is busy. I think we had everybody come down pit road this time.
Oh, man, tires are going to be key here tonight. Timothy Zayas slide into his pit stall, as well as the 99, the 42. Now, everybody out here, who's going to be the first one out off of pit road? And now, it's early. Take 4 tires. I wouldn't chance it on 2.
You know, that would be what the wise decision per se. But you know, I'm sure some guys will think track position's key, because usually track position's key no matter where you go. I wouldn't be surprised to see some guys take 2 tires and try to, you know, get a couple spots. But we'll see how everything shakes out here as they all come off pit road.
Well, let's see who we can have a chat with here. I am trying to find Brian Wasserman. Oh, I found him. Maverick Motorsports. There he is. All right, Brian Wasserman, got a copy, buddy, real quick?
Yeah, go ahead.
Well, it's early. You know, you're only 23 laps into the race, man. But how's the track feeling out there for you? You got it figured out?
Yeah, I think so. Feeling pretty good. Yeah, I'm feeling pretty confident tonight. We got a good car, and so far so good. Luck's been on my side a little bit yet so far. So, but we got a long race ahead of us.
Yes, sir. Long race. Well, you started 7th. Yeah, you're back 1 spot into 8th, but it's early on. Do you think you got a fast Chevrolet out there to pull out the victory here tonight?
I'm feeling pretty confident. We'll see. Like I said, it's a long race, so we gotta keep our nose clean.
All righty, buddy. Well, we will let you get back to it, man, and good luck down there. It looks like you've got a teammate as well, so maybe you two can figure something out.
Yeah, we'll give it our best shot.
All righty. Good luck, Brian.
Thanks, sir.
All right. Well, we don't want to keep them because, well, we know how short track racing can go. You know, they go back green pretty quickly.
Oh yeah, they get 2 pace laps to start the race, and then I think it cycles around pretty quick under caution. You know, especially if there's no lap cars.
Yeah, and right now it looks like we do only have 3. Jacob Shalafo 1 lap down. Brandon Joy currently 4 laps down. And Rick Donathan Sr., brand new to iRacing, still trying to get it all figured out. And, you know, it just takes time. You know, Logan, you know, I say this week after week. We were all there at one time, brand new to iRacing, trying to, you know, figure out everything. It just takes time.
It does, you know. Driving the tracks and, you know, figuring out the lines around the tracks is you know, to start, you know. It's usually what you want to try to do to start off, and then try to find a group of guys to race with, and just learning from everybody else is usually the easiest way, because there's a lot of guys in the community here that are more than, you know, happy to help everybody out. It's one of the things that I really like about the racing community.
Yeah, you know, we all, you know, even virtual racing to real life racing, you know, we all stick together. You know, we're all really part of the racing community, whether it be on iRacing or in real life. But, you know, there's somebody out there that's going to help if you're having trouble.
Well, absolutely, because we've all been there. Oh, Timothy Zayas is back on the gas, Josh. He's going out to another lead here on this restart again.
Boy, he didn't waste no time either, man. He was on the loud pedal, and here we go. Lap 26 of 144. They do not do stages, so it's a straight race.
Oh,
Whatever happens, happens.
Yeah, the only breaks you get are when there's a caution that flies on the track.
If you got to go use the bathroom, well, do what the real NASCAR racers do.
If I thought hadn't crossed my mind once or twice, dude. I get so relieved when on Sunday nights you race at a big track, or a road course. Last night was terrible, man.
Oh, man. Oh, the 0 into the wall. Not what you want to see. Michael Robinson into the wall, getting the Iowa scrape here tonight. Now, we know this track is wide, but that wall still comes up on you quickly.
Oh, yeah, it comes up on you, and oh, we got a caution out.
Oh, caution is out. And it looks like, oh, Jared Harmon and the 07 involved in that of Cole Kidder. Well, let's go back here on the MaxSpeedTV replay. Take a look at what happened to the 44 Downforce Motorsports Chevrolet. Dragon Zeron in chat. Doing all right, man. Having a good time here. Broadcasting the K&N race. As always on Monday night, enjoying my time right now. Trying to figure out what happened to Jared Harmon. Oh, it looks like it started right up in front of him with the 11 of Gary Wells and the 07. Oh, and the 10. Okay, the 10 also involved in that as we do a kind of a rewind here. So let's go over to Rodrigo Loga in the number 10. Kind of go forward here a little bit. It looks like Rodrigo Loga snapped loose by himself, just snapped loose. The 70 makes contact with the 10 up into the 07, and the 11 nowhere to go. That looked like might have been a little bit of you know, net coating with a possibility of, you know, doing that fastest speed, that sent the 10 of Rodrigo Loga at about 100 foot into the air and into the catch fence.
Oh yeah, it looks like he just lost it getting into turn 3, and it's tough to stay down there, especially once you clip the apron. It's almost like the car just shoots back up the track and it right into harm's way, and nobody else has anywhere to go.
Well, all right, well, let's take a look here and see how the racing is going for some of the other drivers here. Jeff Glockner got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Jeff Glockner, man, started 12th. You're still currently running 12th, but a whole lot of laps still remaining. How is the track out there, and do you have a fast enough K&N car to, you know, get up there and maybe pull out a victory or a top 5 here tonight?
I think we got a top 5 car.
You think we got a top 5 car? Well, hey, confidence, man, confidence. Well, how's the first 34 laps been, or first 32 laps been for you?
I'm sorry, I couldn't hear you.
How good has the first 32 laps been for you?
It's been pretty good. The car feels good. I'm just trying to bide my time. I don't want to push it too hard.
All right, Jeff, we'll let you get back to it, bud. Good luck down there, man. You got some teammates? We'll see what happens, man. Good luck.
Thank you.
All right, Jeff Glockner, Performance. It's Performance Motorsports, not Proformance. Performance.
It's easy to get those two mixed up.
Oh, man, I get them mixed up all the time. All the time.
Well, it looks like coming down from the admins here, Josh, that caution is going to be on Rodrigo Logo. He's going to receive the EOL penalty.
All right, so the coming down from the admins. All right, so hey, that works out. I mean, that gives us the information we need for the viewers. I mean, that works.
Yep.
All righty. Well, Timothy Zayas has been up front 31 laps, so he has led 31 of the 33 laps here tonight. Andrew Moraes still looking to lead his first laps of the race, and right now Timothy is on a roll here in the I think that's a GMM. Am I reading that correctly?
GNM?
GMM. It's got a G in it.
it's got a G and an M or an M or whatever it is.
I'm not sure, but man, he is on rails here tonight. He is going to be the guy to beat. Our pole sitter running up front, chosen the high side line this time by. And I think Timothy's got it figured out. I think he knows what he needs to do.
I think he knows what he needs to do. And his Greater Machining and Manufacturing Company, number 22 Chevrolet, I zoomed in and got a good look at his car here. It's GMM, the Greater Machining and Manufacturing Company, is his sponsor on that car.
Okay, all right. Well, Timothy Zayas, part of Downforce Motorsports. We got a lot of guys out here from Downforce. Now, there's only two, though, going for points.
Yep, on each of the teams, they have two drivers that go for the points every week.
All right, the pace car is in, and Timothy is gone. Here we go. Well, that high line did not go past Timothy. Wow.
Timothy went, and I think everybody else was sleeping. He pulled his Timothy Zayas research special out there. The 31 Andrew Raz clipped the wall going off turn 2. I don't know if that's going to hurt him or not, but he definitely got a piece of it. You know, we were talking about it earlier. Anywhere you go, man, that wall, you're going so fast, especially around here, that wall will reach out and grab you in a heartbeat.
Well,
we got a caution.
We got a caution. Brandon Joy, let's go back and take a look here and see what happened. Pause it for everybody. This is on the restart here, so. Brandon Joy on the high side. in the 93. It looks like he gets around the 10 of Rodrigo Loga, drops it low in front of Rick Donathan Sr., hits the apron, goes side by side with the 71, and the 71 hits the wall. And right here is where it happened at. The 93 was below the double yellow. We get a closer look here. The 8 of Rick Donathan Sr., not sure exactly what happened here, but Rick Donathan Sr. hits the 93, punts him up in the air, and that sends the 93 back on the racing surface.
Yeah, not really what you're looking to see, but you know it happens, man. It's tough out here for everybody.
Nope, that is not my call. As I say each and every week, I am not an admin. And a big shout out to the admins here tonight: Rick Donathan, Darren Clement, Cody Fabianic, and John Sterling has actually joined the festivities of adminning as well for the K&N series.
Yep, they do a great job each and every week, and you know, I wouldn't want to be an admin, but these guys they're really good at what they do, and they come out here every week and they help out the series tremendously. You know, it's great to have admins out here that know what they're doing and know how to make a decisive call and make a quick call, and usually even if it's not the right one, they'll go back and they'll get it right at the end of the race.
Yes, they will. Well, we're going to see if we can interview the 07 here. Cole Kidder, got a copy, buddy?
Yes, sir.
Cole, man, up 9 spots here, 38 laps into the race, man. How's that Venoy Chevrolet here tonight?
It's doing good so far, other than that little tangle up or hiccup in the car. Other than that, it's been running clean, fine, smooth, a little bit loose here and there, but I mean, other than that, the car's running perfectly fine.
Well, you got some teammates down there, and of course, we all know you got your dad down there too, kind of helping you out. Is he giving you some pointers at this track? Because it's Iowa. It's a different track than we see. It's D-shaped.
We had a few practices, and before the main race started, we had a practice. He gave me some pointers and showed me some braking points and maybe some potential improvement on my lines. But other than that, that's the only pointers he gave me in the past practices. Now he's just there as an assistant, just in case if we need to know anything. He'll shoot. We'll holler at him like, "Hey, what do we need?" He'll holler back at us like, "Hey, we need this, this, and this." That's it.
No. All right. Well, there for moral support, but also some pointers given. Well, Cole, man, good luck down there. It's still early. A whole lot of laps left to go. Over 100. It ain't over with, buddy. Good luck.
Oh yeah, appreciate it.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, it looks like the caution there is going to be on Rick Donathan Sr. He got into the 93, and he'll receive an EOL penalty.
All righty. All right. Well, going to look at chat here. Dragon has asked me if I've ever been a race admin. No, I have not, actually. Now, I helped out with Rick and them a couple of nights ago. I really wouldn't consider myself an admin. That is the position that I don't feel comfortable taking. I don't mind helping, but as a full-time job, I just cannot put myself in an admin position.
Oh, I hear you. I wouldn't want to be making those calls either. But
You
hey,
gotta
looks like
have-
we're coming back to the restart here.
You got to have some thick skin.
Oh yeah.
What about
Looks like we're
4 more
coming back.
laps? Go ahead, Logan.
Oh, I was just saying, it looks like we're coming back to the restart here. Go ahead with what you were saying.
Well, in about 4 laps, we're going to be down to 100 to go, man. Get them going here, buddy.
All right, hey, we're closing in on 100 to go, and we're closing in on what kind of a restart is Timothy Zayas going to pull off here this time. That's one of my favorite games out here. How big of a jump is Timothy going to get? as the pace car pulls off. Let's see what he's got this time. There he goes. He's got another good restart, clearing the 31 before he gets to the start-finish line, and he'll have some room getting down here into turn 1. It's everybody else behind him that's gonna have to sort it out.
Oh man, everybody else behind him, sure. Well, Christopher Vanskoy in the 30, side by side with the 96, and Christopher gets in the wall back here at around the 11th position. He's lost the momentum and he's losing positions, but it looks like he's got it figured out. But 3 wide back here. Whoa.
They are 2 and 3 wide everywhere on this track, Josh. They are battling it out like it's 5 to go, man.
Man,
coming to 100 to go.
Yeah, this race is by far nowhere near over. They definitely will have to pit regardless of, if they stay green from here on out, it's Iowa. Knock on wood, I hope they do, but it's Iowa. If they don't, we may see another round of pit stops if they get that long green flag run. Christopher Vanskoy looks like...
we have a caution out.
Oh, we have a caution, and I spoke too soon. Cole Kidder. And I just interviewed Cole Kidder. I'm just going to have to stop interviewing people. This is not... It happens to me every night. Every night I broadcast. All right, well, let's go back here and take a look at the 07 and see what happened.
Like he was battling with the 1.
The 1.
And the 11. I think that's the 11.
The 11 Auto Parts right behind him.
Gary Wells. Yeah, he was battling with Robert Felgen and Gary Wells.
Oh, yeah, contact made between the 11 and the 07. That sends the 07 right up into the wall. And it looks like he's going to have some left side damage there. But I don't think, it looks like he hit mostly flush into that outside wall. So I don't think it's going to affect him too bad. If anything, it may affect that left front tire with the wear down on how quickly the tire wear down. Maybe that left rear as well. But it doesn't look like the damage is too bad on the 07 of Cole Kidder.
I can tell you one thing it's gonna affect on that car. It's gonna turn that driver in there. He's gonna get mad, man.
I'm sure I'm gonna hear about it. Stop interviewing me.
Yeah, it looked like Cole was just he had a bit of a run on the 14 and he was just trying to check up a little bit, and it's hard to check up for somebody else that's checking up sometimes already. It happens. It's an unfortunate thing about short track racing is it's hard to race around each other, man. everybody drives the corner different, and it's hard to change it, in a split second.
Yeah, it is that quick as well. Well, we're gonna get another driver down here. Steven, got a copy, buddy?
10-4, buddy. What's going on?
Well, man, the 195 back out here tonight as a standby driver. You started 34th. Dude, you're up into 4th, man. Having an excellent run here at Iowa. Do you like Iowa or something?
Iowa, much like Dover, I like. But we'll see how things go here at the beginning because, man, the beginning for me, I'm not certain if you guys saw it. I almost got caught up in the first wreck. But hopefully I'll keep this the Smarter Moron Chevrolet clean here for you guys. Have some fun.
Well, Steven, man, you're running strong. You ran strong last week at Dover as well. You and Willie Nelson were the 2 biggest movers in that race last week at Dover. And really right now where you're sitting, you and Lane Doyle are pretty much in that same position here early on. But still a whole lot of racing left to go. Steven, do you have something going forward?
I just keep doing what I've been doing. I've been taking things 3 wide, but only when I know things have been sticking. And so, if I ever get in mid-pack, keep an eye out for me for a little bit. things might get interesting.
All right, well, I'm going to be all over the place, and Logan's going to be all over the place, so we'll keep an eye out on you and everybody else out there on the track because it's not over with, buddy. Good luck.
Far from it. Have a good one, guys.
Bye, buddy. Logan?
Yes?
We're seeing pretty much the same thing we seen last week at Dover. These standby drivers are proving something.
Oh, they're proving they belong, man. It's fun to watch them.
Well,
it
go
looks
ahead.
like we had about 8 cars stay out on that last caution. Our first car off pit road is Andrew Mraz, Jarrett Lipstrewer second off behind him, and Timothy Zayas in 11th. You know, they're starting from 9th on back. We got some fresh tires coming through on these 8 guys that stayed out. You know, seeing what the tire wear difference is coming from these fresh tires to about what 5 or 6 lap tires.
Yeah, roughly about that. It looks like Garrett D. Grant did pit, so he's going to be the guy out here, going to get him started here. Get him going, Logan.
All right, we got Garrett D. Grant, your leader, in first. Lane Doyle in the tied 132 on the inside in second place. And any second now, Garrett Grant on the gas. He's got a huge Timothy Zayas-like restart. He's launched and he is gone, man.
Oh, man. Well, he has gone off to the races. And he has got a gap between him and Lane Doyle. And we are 3 wide. Oh, man, we were 3 wide back here. Whoo, Jarrett Lipstrewer, Michael.
In a
We're
hurry.
3 wide again. The 33 of Roy Geeson caught in the middle here. Are we going to see 4 wide?
4 wide. There
Man. 4 wide. Jesus.
On the bottom. He's got fresh tires and he's not letting them go to waste.
Oh, man.
They are battling it out back here for, 7th, 8th position. Zayas taking a look inside again. He's going to think better of it down into turn 1, Josh.
Logan, is this the last lap?
It must be because he's going there 3 wide again on the backstretch.
Oh, man, these guys are racing up there, and that's Iowa, man. The fastest, shortest track here in NASCAR, and I'm sure iRacing because it's the same. They get them from NASCAR, so... Oh, the 5, Chris Seidenfaden, and we have a wreck here, and it's a big one. The 5 involved.
I think he's back on his wheels now. Man, what a wreck.
Let's go back here and take a look. I was on the number 5 of Chris Seidenfaden when this happened.
Still on his lid now, Josh.
So we're going to go back here and take a look, and it looks like there was some contact between him. Well, they were 3 wide here, so...
Between him and the 9 of Zach Willard, it looked like.
All right, well, we will take a look. Yeah, contact made, and it was just the slightest of contact you can get, but that was just enough to upset the number 5 of Chris Seidenfaden right up into the 87 of, who is the 87?
87 of... I don't see an 87. An 88 and an 87 of Zach Ogburn.
Zach Ogburn. Okay, well, Zach Ogburn does come down. Does hit the 88. Now, right here, we do see the 5 hit the outside wall hard. Bounces back down like a top. Comes down right into the 8 of Orlando Rivera, I believe that 08 is.
I don't know if the 08 of Orlando Rivera didn't get some help from the 15 of Samuel Richards there as well. I think he was sideways into the 5.
Well, let's go back here to the 15 real quick, if I can find him. Samuel Richards. Now, right here we see Samuel. Yeah, contact made between him and the 08 as well, and they were sideways And that just, I mean, the 08 glitches, but hits the 5 in N2, and that sent the 5 right down into the 94. And it looks like a lot of other drivers was involved in that. The 70, the 1, the 44 as well, trying to dodge it, but unfortunately, and of course the 07 involved in that. It's short track racing.
Oh yeah,
No
I mean,
reaction time.
It's fast and it's crazy, and like you said, there is no reaction time to anything that happens in front of you.
Racing fan 99 in chat says, "Is this Talladega?" Well, I don't think it's Talladega, but it's fast, and yeah, you can go 3 and 4 wide here. So, but it ain't Talladega.
I think it's the Talladega and Bristol mixture, man. It's crazy.
Oh man. Well, let's talk to somebody that's kind of running in the back of the field here. Let's talk to the other standby driver, Lane Doyle. Lane, got a copy, bud.
Wrong chat. I got a copy.
Lane Doyle, man, you're kind of running right now, kind of in the mid-pack, about 23rd. You started 36. You couldn't qualify as a standby driver, but still having a good run here tonight, man. How is your racing going after 57 laps, and do you have that tied 132, dialed in, ready to go?
We're definitely working on it. The guy in front of me is kind of showing me a little bit of what he's doing because he's slightly faster than me. And as you saw, me and him were running second and fourth there for a second, and then second and third, but our tires were so worn that we couldn't stay up there much longer, so we had to pit.
All right. Well, there's still a whole lot of race left to go, Lane. So do you have something maybe going forward as these laps wind down?
Really just not get involved with the wreck, because there's been a couple spots where 3 or 4 cars get together and they're all over the place, and that's the most terrifying thing on this track.
All right, Lane, we'll let you get back to it, bud. Good luck, man.
Thank you. Good luck. Up.
All righty. Well, we'll let Lane get back to it, and we'll let Logan get him going here again, coming to lap 59.
Yeah, like you said, we're coming to lap 59. Garrett D. Grant has chosen the outside. He's got a newcomer, and Gary Wells to his inside here. We'll see if he gets another Deus-like restart. See if he gets a huge run down here into turn 1. As he's on the gas, here he goes. The inside line stacked up. The outside line was all spaced out. They didn't get a very good start, and he's got 4 or 5 cars on second place going down into turn 1, man.
Well, look at Jared Lipster, started second. He is back up into second as he makes the pass on the 11 of Gary Wells. Well, Logan, I think it's about time we do a little bit of crank it up. What do you say?
Oh, absolutely. Let's do it, man. Oh, let's rewind again.
Alrighty, caution is out. Let's go back and take a look. And it looks like Jacob Shalafo might have been involved in that. So we'll get back to the crank it up here in just a minute. But the 71 of Jacob Shalafo. We'll see what happened to Jacob here. Looks like he's okay. Oh, right here. Contact between him and the 8 of Rick Donathan Sr. And the slightest bit of contact that sends the 71 around, and the 8 of Rick Donathan Sr. right over the top. Well, he hopped a Willie. Not Willie Nelson, but he hopped a Willie. And and right up into the outside wall. But that is not, you don't want to see anybody get involved in an accident. And of course, Jacob stopping on the track. I believe that is where the caution might have came out. Of course, like I said, not an admin. I don't do all that. So, you got any updates, Logan?
It looks like it was for the previous caution. It looks like Zach Willard was given the penalty for the previous caution. I don't think I've received anything yet for this caution, but if I do, I will be sure to let you know.
All right, well, we're going to go through the top 10 here real quick. Under this caution, Garrett D. Grant, your current leader. Jarrett Lipster, second. Andrew Mraz, third. Gary Wells, fourth. Blair Patterson, fifth. Our pole sitter. And your pick, Logan, currently running in sixth. Michael Robinson, seventh. Brian Wasserman, eighth. Ryan Swan, ninth. And Jeff Glockner is going to round out the top 10 after 63 laps.
Yeah, looks like we got Blair Patterson. He started 25th. He's having a good run here tonight. He's in the top 5, and Ryan Swan as well. You know, he came from 28th and he's all the way up to 9th. You know, there's some guys in here that started in the rear, maybe didn't have a chance to qualify. They're running well here tonight as well.
Well, let's get Ryan Swan up here, shall we? And I'm gonna let you interview him.
Alrighty.
Go ahead.
Ryan Swan, Logan Kai's in the booth. You got a copy?
Yeah, I got you.
Hey man, so how's the car feeling? How's your race going tonight?
Well, you know, I started off optimistic. I qualified 28. But I mean, we're solidly working our way up. We're running P9 right now. Crew chief's doing really good, helping me get through some of these accidents, and yep, it's going pretty good so far.
Yeah, man, you're doing a really good job out there. You started 28th, and you think you got anything for these guys up here in the top 5? Maybe get a win tonight.
I'm sure. I'm definitely gonna try. I definitely wasn't anywhere near the 31 or 22 in practice or qualifying, so we'll see.
All right, man. We'll keep it up. You know, you'll figure it out. I'm sure. This track, as we all know, has got a lot of grooves and a lot of lines that get fast. They come and go. But hey, man, you're doing a great job. Keep it up, and maybe we'll interview when your race is over.
All right.
Good luck, Ryan.
Thank you.
Uh-huh. All right, a couple of guy drivers that I know very well. Logan, you know them very well too, I believe.
I know a couple of the guys. You know, a couple of guys I've interviewed. I talked to them when the race is over. But you know, all these guys out here are really great guys. They're all fun to talk to. They're all fun to interview. So it's fun, man.
I mean, ExtremeMotorsports99.com. Everybody out there in chat, if you have not seen their website or looked at it, go look at it. www.extrememotorsports99.com. I mean, you can look at all the series they run, from oval to road to the rule books to the point standings. I mean, they have it all on their website. If there's something you want to know, go to the website. If it's not there, send me a message, send Rick Donathan a message. Somebody will get back to you.
Oh, absolutely. Coming down from the admin, looks like the 8 got into the 71, and the 8 will receive a pass-through for his second incident. Coming from the admins.
All right, a pass-through penalty. So we're going to go back up here to Garrett D. Grant, our points leader, coming into the night 2 tonight with the 99. Pace car is off and away as Garrett going to pull a Timothy here, and it looks like he is going to hold them all. A little bit of going here, but the green flag is out. Garrett on the loud pedal, and we're side by side for second, third, fourth, and fifth. Oh, well, we were.
Oh, we got a wrecking back there in the back. Caution right now, but man, hey, great save if you managed to save it, because I looked back there for a second and we had maybe 1 or 2 guys completely sideways in 1 and 2.
Cody Lipster, the 96. Now we're still under green flag here, but we are under a replay to check out what happened to the 96 of Cody Lipster. Well, they were 3 wide. Dang near 4 wide. Right here, the 96. Oh, it looks like it might have started right up ahead of them here. And we have a caution.
The 22
but that,
of Timothy Zayas.
oh, no.
What happened to my pick?
Timothy.
He was running good, man. He's looking to get by the 11 of Gary Wells. I looked away from him for a second, and now he's sideways.
All right, well, look, we'll go back here and take a look at what happened to our pole sitter and the pick for Logan Kais here. Hey, I may actually win one here tonight. No, man, I don't want to see nobody get into a wreck though. But yeah, as we see the 22 come to the inside of the 11, and right here, oh, there might have been some contact between him and the 31 of Andrew Mraz.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think Andrew was trying to do that, but you can bumper hook these cars so quick. It doesn't take anything to hook these cars around at all.
Let's get a closer look here. We see the 31 right behind him, and right here, man, I don't know. That is really, really close. And we know, yeah, right here, yeah, there might have been some contact with the 31. That sends the 22 around, and it looks like it did clip the 11, which sent the 11 around as well. So we'll go here to another view here for everybody to see it, as we got a closer look at that. We'll let it kind of play out here. I'm not an admin, and this is, oh man, Timothy Zayas hard into the wall, as well as the 11 of Gary Wells, and right in front of everybody.
Yeah, you know, looking over his car right now, Josh, it doesn't really look like he's got very much damage, at least on my screen. I know he's spun around pretty hard, but from my view, the car still looks pretty good. It doesn't look like he's got a bunch of damage. It looks like he's got a fender pushed in and a little crinkle in the hood, but that's just from my perspective. It could be completely different from his and yours, but that's what I'm seeing. So we'll see what his damage looks like here.
All right, well, it looks like Stephen Mayoit. I'm going to call him Mayoit because that's how I perceive his last name. I could be wrong. You know.
Screaming Steven.
Yeah, Screaming Steven. Yeah, there we go. Screaming Steven. Screaming Steven up front here. Right now, Donnie Lee in second, Roy Geeson third. That is going to round out the top 3 under caution here as we take a look at the caution count here so far here at Iowa. 8 cautions, 38 caution laps, 73 laps to go, and 4 lead changes here. But it is Iowa. It is it's one of those tracks that it's wide, but yet very banky, very fast, a lot of side-by-side action.
Oh, absolutely. And I don't think 22 had much damage. Looks like he came in and came out of the pits, got 4 tires, got it looked over. Looks like he's going to be fine. And coming from the admins here, looks like the 31 into the 22, and the 31 is going to receive an EOL.
Well, let's go to Willie Nelson here real quick. Willie, got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Willie, man, another outstanding performance here tonight at Iowa. Talk about your racing. Started 32nd, currently running 5th real quick.
Well, just been, taking her easy, saving my stuff, working my way forward. Had a few cautions, so I've been just pretty patient, laid back, just enjoying my ride to the front. Me and Cody took some strategy here, trying to get ourselves in track position, so we're starting up front here. Let's restart.
Well, do you think you have a fast enough car to get the win here tonight?
I hope so. Gotta give her a shot.
All right, Willie, we'll let you get back to it, bud. Good luck.
All right, thanks.
Uh-huh.
Also, looks like from the admins, the 93 is going to receive an EOL for a 3-wide rule violation on the restart.
Oh, yeah, 3-wide rule. You cannot go 3 wide before the exit of turn 2. Oh, pace car is off and away. Stephen Bjork gonna get him going, and he is on the loud pedal, and that high line is going.
Yeah, the whole.
Oh, Zach blinked out.
The whole outside gotta say it's like restart.
You know, Zach blinked out, and everybody was trying to figure out where Zach was. Well, it looks like
we got a caution out.
Oh, another caution.
They're spinning as well.
And
Place looks like they got spun around.
Looks like Andrew Mraz going around here where the caution. So we're going to go back here and take a look at what happened to Andrew. Then we will go back and take a look at what happened to the front stretch, because I believe that happened simultaneously.
Yeah, if one didn't bring out a caution, I think the other was going to.
So we'll see what happened. Andrew Mraz in the 31 involved in this, currently in 31st. Looks like he goes to the inside. Oh, the 93 breaks loose. Brandon Joy right in front of the 31, and a hard hit coming from the 31. Well, that sent the 93 tumbling topsy-turvy, and the 31 hits hard into the outside wall. The 07, boy, he just launches like a rocket. I mean, it's a rocket. I mean,
yeah.
he's just gone. The 07 of Cole Kidder. This is on the back stretch. Now we go up to the front. And do you know who was involved into the front area?
Looks like the 96 of Cody Lipstruer.
All right.
He was down low coming off turn 4. I think he was just trying to carry as much momentum as he could, and he looks like he got into the 98. But
yeah,
it's...
As we look at it here, the 96 up into the 98, and that sent the 98 around. This was around second place here, and right in front of everybody. So the 98 of Donnie Lee, it looks like, and this is where it really started to get piled up here. The 24 locks it down, and then the 132 T-bones the 24. All right, well, back up front.
Freeman Stevens still out here leading the race. I tell you what, man, he was screaming on that restart right there. He was about in his own postal code coming down the backstretch.
Well, I want to mention that the XM99, Extreme Motorsports of 99, launched their podcast yesterday. So we'll put the link for everybody in the chat to take a look, because you know it is their first podcast. And it was an awesome job they did. They were a little nervous, but hey, you know, first time on YouTube, you know, speaking live, you're gonna be nervous. Logan, you've been there with me, so you know.
Oh yeah, I know. You know, I came in probably not the best time. I came into Daytona doing my first broadcast. I was pretty nervous for that. It was a little better for the truck race, but you know, it just, the only way to do it is to just get out there and do it. And you know, I thank you a lot. I thank you a lot every week for allowing me to come do this, and I can't thank you enough again, because this is a lot of fun.
I was hosted by Stephen Dean and Rick Donathan, and I believe they had a few of the drivers Ryan Swan, Jacob Bell, Zach Ogburn, Dawson Mill. I think a few of those guys were involved in the first ever XM 99 podcast. So please, everybody, go take a look at it. Subscribe to them. It happens every week at 7:30 or 8:30 Eastern time, 7:30 Central. So it is on Sunday night. So please take a look at it. I had a broadcast yesterday, so I had to go back and listen to it. And yeah, they were nervous, but hey, it turned out really well. A little bit of hiccups, but hey, that's all part of it.
Oh yeah, you know, they'll get it figured out, and you know, just as they do everything here. But coming from the admins, looks like that caution's going to be on the 93 for a self-spin, and he's going to receive an EOL penalty.
All righty, get them going here as we enter turn 3 and 4, buddy.
All righty, the pace car's going to come off, and Screaming Steven Yock's going to be hoping for another screaming restart here. We'll see what he's got, and there he goes. He's off, and he's tearing down the front stretch. He's pulling away from Cody Lipstor. You know, tuning up the fan. Mr. Nelson getting inside of Garrett E. Grant here for third.
Tuning up the band, the 37. Oh, the 42 of Garrett E. Grant all over the back bumper of the 96. He is going to have to be careful. The slightest mistake, and we know how these cars are, bumper hook galore.
Oh, it doesn't take much at all. You've seen it here and there.
3 wide. Oh, Jeff Glockner in the center. The 132. Oh, man. Now we've got the 78 on the outside. Every time I see that 78 machine on the outside of Jeremy Horn, you know who I think of? Martin Truex Jr. I'm like, is Martin racing? And we're still 3 wide. Good Lord.
Back there, but hey, man. Should we start tuning up the band? Because Willie Nelson's up here in second, man. He's trying to run down the screen for Steve Young.
Oh, man. Scrap the front. No.
I don't think he got lucky. Heck of a save, man. What a great job.
No caution. Gets it lined back out. And we're going to go take a look at what happened to Garrett E. Grant here live on MaxSpeedTV.
Oh, make it quick, because something else might happen here in a second.
Well, you keep an eye on that. We're going to take a look at this. Replay under green flag conditions for everybody. Trying to figure out what happened to Garrett D. Grant. Oh, he caught the apron. He does catch a little bit of the inside wall. No harm, no foul. We are back live.
Man, he's going 3 wide with the 1 and the 78. I don't think he's too happy with himself, but you know, it's going to be fun watching him come back to the pack.
All right. Well, oh man, the 132 has got a lot of company. The 94, the 08, the 91, the 87, 3 wide back here with the 87 of Zach Ogburn.
The 3 wide Timothy Zayas on the inside. Got the 87 on the outside.
Oh, we got one spinning. Caution is out, and they are wrecking. The 1 of Robert Felgen goes for a ride. We're going to go back here and take a look. I am blowing out everybody's eardrums here tonight.
I don't know where they were wrecking first. They were also spinning on the front stretch too, John. They were spinning, flipping, sliding everywhere.
Topsy-turvy, everything, right?
I don't know who
okay,
gave
right here,
Houston
okay.
permission to launch, but
now the 11, we're on a replay here, so we're going to go to the 11 of Gary Wells. Now, because this is, I believe, where it kind of initiated. The 11 of Gary Wells, contact with the 57, of Dawson Miller. Gary Wells goes sideways. It looks like contact again made with the 57 and the 5 of Chris Seidenfaden. So right here, and then the 30, something happened to the 30 of Christopher Vanskoy. It looks like he was trying to dodge the back end of the 11 and just lost it. And he goes low. The 11 goes right up into the wall. And the 10, having nowhere to go again, Rodrigo Loga, he is not having the night here tonight. We're going to ride along here with Rodrigo Loga. And we're just going to have a cockpit view of Rodrigo's position and what Rodrigo kind of had to go through here as he comes in. He just gets launched up in the air and not what you want. Now, that was this one. Is that the one you're talking about?
The 11 was on the front stretch, and then there was some more action in 1 and 2 as well.
Okay, the 44 of Jarrett Harmon and the 1? No, that's not it. Okay, so we'll go to Steven Mioit, because I know Steven was running up front. Willie was second. All right. Well, it doesn't look like I'm going to be able to find it here. Oh, right here. Yeah, there it was. Yeah, the 10. Okay, the 10 was right there. The 71 was in the mix as they were coming around the front stretch. Okay, so the 71, and here comes the leaders. Now, I'm not seeing what might have going on, of course. I know that is not my forte, so I'm not going to get involved in that. But, you know, 2 different incidents, you know, what happened?
I'm struggling to go back and find it again, but they were it's kind of been the theme for tonight. You know, they've been all over the place. It's been crazy, and it's been fun to watch.
54
around the 08.
Around the
132.
Okay.
It looks like they got it saved. 24 and the 1. Yeah.
The 08
24.
is okay. The 08 is Orlando Rivera, and the 24 is Jeff Glockner.
Yeah, they gave it a go for launch coordinates on the 24 there.
What, a 10-second countdown?
Yeah, I don't think he even got that much.
Oh man. Well, we make jokes up here in the booth, folks. Don't take it personal. We don't like to see anybody get into wrecks. I know I have had comments and people sending me messages, you know, why do you make jokes like that? Well, I mean, it's part of racing. But we don't like to see anybody get into an accident. We want these guys, you know, like tonight, 144 laps. You know, me and Logan would love to see these guys come out here and do 144 laps green flag racing. Is that going to happen? It can, but, you know, it's short track racing. You get what I'm saying?
Oh,
you
absolutely.
know,
A lot of it's we're just trying to make light of the situation.
Exactly. Get them going. Well,
oh, Timothy Zayas has got his restart going again. We should have saw that one coming from a mile away.
Well, Timothy Zayas on a Timothy Zayas restart, so he's gone. Blair Patterson, Garrett D. Grant, the 00 of Michael Robinson running up here. He is not running for himself. He is running for a buddy of his. But hey, strong run from Michael. Samuel Richards running up here in a 2-5.
Oh, we got a caution out. There's on the front stretch again, looks like.
Oh, no. Well, as soon as I can catch up, Brian. The double.
Nobody hit him.
Okay,
no, he lost it with the caution out, and he stopped in the middle of the track on the exit of turn 2, and nobody got into him.
Well, I've got Brian Wasserman in the 77 involved in this. Not sure entirely what happened. As always, that's why we go back and take a look. The 21 that was inside, the 67. Here comes the 88. The 132 contact, it looks like. Before we even get to it, it looks like the 88 pushes up into the 77. I don't know if that's where it initiated, but the 132 comes right into the 77 of Brian Wasserman. And then dodging it, you were talking about who's losing it here. The 33 of Roy Geeson. And then the 57, I believe that is. Let's see here if we can get another view. No, the 98 and 57.
7 of Dawson Miller.
And then whoever's right behind them, the 93. He was talking about the 93 losing it, I believe.
93 of Brandon Joy.
Okay, so that is, I believe that is where the caution came out. It looks like everybody down pit road, off of pit road. Well, we're getting down to the wire here. 96 of 144 laps, Logan. Well, what do you got to do in a situation like this? Fuel laps at about 45 to 55, 60 laps per se, give or take. Tires are, extremely important. So what do you do right now?
I mean, you said it. Tires are premium right now. Given you can probably make it to the end of the race on fuel. The way it's been going, I think you're just going to want to try and run and hide and stay away from the cautions because, the way it's been trending, it looks like we're probably going to get another caution. Knock on wood, we don't. But, the plan's got to be to run away and hide and try to keep your car clean and just come down pit road and get 4 fresh tires and do it all over again, once you've got 8 or 10 laps on your tires, because that's when they're going to start falling off.
Well, we don't like to say it, but we keep it real here on MaxSpeedTV. We know cautions can breed cautions, and everybody talks about that week in and week out. So, hopefully it don't happen like you was talking about, Logan, but there's still several laps left here for these guys to get it figured out. Who do you want to talk to?
Let's go ahead and let's grab Jacob Lee.
All right, well, I'll grab him and you can talk to him. Go ahead.
Hey, Jacob Lee, up in the booth. Got a copy?
I got you.
Hey, man. So, how's the racing been out there, man? It looks like it's been crazy from up here in the booth.
It's been pretty crazy. We've just been hitting our marks, trying to stay ahead, trying to stay out of the wrecks. Have dodged a couple there, but we're doing all right. We're just trying to move back to the front and stay up in the top 5 at least.
Yeah. So what's your plan? You're talking about missing the wrecks, trying to get up to the top 5. Is that kind of your plan, or what are you shooting for here? We're coming to 42 to go here.
I'll tell you what. After Dover last week, it kind of hurt me finishing back in the back right around 30th. So to me, I want to win this thing. My goal is to do whatever strategy I have to do to win it, and or at least get up in the top 5 for sure. That'll definitely help me on points.
All right, man. Well, it's been fun talking to you. It's been fun to watch the race. Good luck out there, and we'll see how the whole race shakes out here.
Yeah, appreciate you guys.
All right, Jacob. Well, good luck, buddy.
Thanks, Josh.
All right. Well, we'll get him back down to his team that he joined Downforce Motorsports. So, hey, joining the team, but we're going to get back up front here with our pole sitter, Timothy Zayas. Blair Patterson to the inside of him. Logan, get him going again, buddy.
All right, man. Well, let's see. I think we're gonna have to put a patent on it. We're gonna have to trademark this restart to see if Zayas can get another Zayas-like restart. You know, he's been doing it all night. It took him a while to get back to the front, but he's back up there, and here he goes. He's got another huge restart. He's got a 5-6 car gap before he even gets to the start-finish line, and everybody else is up behind him to sort it out. They're all pretty single file, except we get back here to Willie Nelson. You know, he's making splues, and he's trying to get back up towards the front as well. Hey, well, don't look too far back, man. We got Garrett D. Grant. He caught the apron, spun himself around, but he's making a move. He's trying to get back up here into second position, working over the inside of the 91 of Blair Patterson. Looks like he's completing the pass off of turn 2, and he's going to set his sights out in front of him, try to go run down the 22 as everybody, you know, works to try to make positions behind him. They're too wide for 5th position with Willie Nelson and Jarrett Lipstruer. They'll figure it out, man. These guys are all good drivers. They'll all, you know, figure out a way to keep it clean and, you know, race 2 and 3 wide. You know, it happens. Side by side, it gets crazy, but they'll siphon it out. They'll get a good green flag running here, I'm sure.
Oh, yeah, they will. And right now, Jarrett Lipster coming. You know, Jarrett started 2nd. My pick currently running 5th. And, you know, we're winding down I wouldn't say the final laps of the race, but we're getting relatively close. They can make it to the end of the race, you know, 144 laps. But Green-white-checkered. We talk about them week in and week out.
Oh, we got
they
spin it. Oh no, it's collected 4 or 5, at least 5 more cars.
Oh no! James Coy involved. Let's go back and take a look. He was the first one I clicked on. So let's take a look at what happened to the 70 of James Coy. Looks like several drivers might have been involved in that. I believe it might have started ahead of that number 70. It looks like the 70 was kind of just riding right here by himself. So let's go over here with Cody Lipster, because I think it started up here somewhere. Oh yeah, right here. The 30 and the 96. Ooh, that was really, really close here as I take a look here. And there was contact made between the 96 and the 30. That sent the 96 around into the outside wall, bounces back down into the 70 and T-bones the 96. Looks like the one of Robert Felgen. And I say this with respect, but he glitches through the 96 with no damage. And the number 70 going to get some damage, James Coy. So, but man, that's the thing of internet. You can get away with the damage if it happens at the right moment. You glitch through the car in front of you.
Yep, it's happened to me before. You know, it's a roll of the dice, man. You're either gonna get damage or you're gonna go right through them, and you never know what's gonna happen.
Alrighty, 39 viewers in chat here tonight. I hope everybody is enjoying the broadcast here. Joshua Medlock with MaxSpeedTV. Logan Keiss joining me, one of my good buddies from another league that I broadcast. But Logan, you've stepped foot in the broadcasting. I know you're a racer. What do you like more, broadcasting or racing?
Oh, why'd you have to throw me under the bus like that, man?
That's part of it, man.
I really enjoy racing first and foremost. You know, any chance I get, I'll grab the wheel and I'll go down and race. That's what I love to do. That's why I'm here. But hey, I wanted to give this a try, and I really enjoy this too, man. It's a neck and neck battle, man. But I'll have to give this one to racing.
Give it to racing. Well, you know, you're a co-commentator, and of course, thank you so much for helping me on Monday nights here for Extreme, and you know, when you can on Tuesday nights with Extreme as well, because of course tomorrow night we've got the trucks. Guess where we're at tomorrow night?
Let me guess. Talladega?
No, Iowa.
Oh, we're right back here.
Yeah. The K&N and the Truck Series race the exact same schedule. So we're right back tomorrow night here at Iowa. I mean, these guys bring their trucks with them. So they get done tonight, they get a good night's rest. They come out here tomorrow, they get some practice, and then tomorrow night, it is right back to Iowa. So trucks tomorrow night here at Iowa, you don't want to miss it. Of course, Logan, we know, don't have to mention it, it's Tuesday. So, the long-standing joke between me and you. But, you know, Iowa is, I mean, it is a fun track. I mean, it is awesome.
Oh, yeah, absolutely, man. That's why I get this, the racing, you know, of this in Talladega, because I know somebody was talking about it earlier in chat. Man, it's 3, it's 4 wide, just smaller.
Rick
Smaller
Donaldson,
and closer.
if you're listening to the broadcast, man, you're more than welcome to pop down here at any point in time. Of course, a big shout out again to the admins. A big shout out again to Doug Designs for coming on board. Logan, I'm gonna let you get them going again, buddy.
Alrighty, well, let's see if Garrett D. Grant's learned anything off these Zayas style restarts. See if he can maybe time it right, get a jump and stay with him. But the pace car is off. There he goes. Nope, he's off and running again, man. There's the Zayas with another Zayas start. He's gone, and they're battling for second between Garrett D. Grant, Jared Lipscher, and Billy Nelson. The whole field behind him is side by side.
Oh man!
Almost wide down the backstretch.
Jacob Lee in the 21 trying to make his way up front. Currently running in 8th, started 16th, but you know, you cannot count out anybody here. And of course, you know, the music, Willie Nelson.
Wide.
Trying to get back here. Oh, geez, 3 wide still.
We got a caution out.
Oh, wow. Caution is out. Cody Lipster involved in that. And it looks like Rodrigo Loga might have been involved. He did disconnect. So it might have been too many incidents. But we will go back here and take a look at what happened to the 96 of Cody Lipster. Now the 10 of Rodrigo Loga was right up ahead of him. And right here, 3 wide, and oh, contact between the 10 and the 96. And yeah, too many incidents, I do believe, by the 10. But right behind them, I don't want to take, you know, attention off of the wreck, but right behind them, they were 4 wide. 4 wide behind them. So
yeah.
The 10 of Rodrigo Loga going to get too many incidents because he just vanished. And Cody Lipster goes for a ride on his hood, but comes back on all 4s. So we are going to get him back up and going here. And, you know, I want to talk. Go ahead, Logan, real quick.
I was just going to say, you know, you were talking about you can't count anybody out, and anybody in the top 10's got a shot to win this thing the way they're all racing.
I want to talk to my pick here tonight. Did I already talk to him? I don't think I did.
I think so. I think it was Cody you were talking to.
Yeah. All right, Jarrett Lipster, got a copy, buddy.
Yes, sir, I do.
Joshua Medlock in the MaxSpeedTV booth alongside Logan Kais. Well, Jarrett, you're my pick here tonight, buddy, to win tonight's race. You started second, right behind the 22 of Timothy Zayas. You've been running strong. You fell back, and now you're back running up front, man. Talk about the race here tonight and what is going on down there on the track.
Well, a lot of anger, a lot of relax, and a lot of people pushing and shoving and trying to get places where they're not going to.
Well, is there more shoving than pushing, or more pushing than shoving?
There's more pushing and shoving than everything else. There's a lot of cautions down here. I think if we wouldn't have a lot of these cautions, I think we would be going green pretty well. I think we would have a good shot.
Well, fast lane racing, you know, you've got Willie Nelson, you know, with you here tonight, you know, one of the standby drivers, but yet he's down there with you guys, so you got some teammates. We know you got a fast enough K&N car out there, Jarrett. Do you think you have what it takes to get around that number 22 of Timothy Zayas, and so I can brag to, you know, Logan?
Yeah, I think I do. With my teammate behind me, and I think I have a good shot at getting around him. I feel good at this track. I like this track.
All right, Jarrett. Well, we'll let you get back to it, bud. Good luck down there. The final 40-plus laps winding down, man. Good luck.
Thank you. Have a good show.
Buddy. All right, Logan. Well, we got some broadcasting competition going on here tonight.
Yes, we do. It's turned out to be a good one tonight, and hey, he's gonna need all the luck he could get for you know, the Zayas start, as I like to call it, because man, that sucker flies when as soon as the pace car comes off.
All right, well, we've got the top two back up front. Timothy Zayas starting on pole up front. Jarrett Lipster in second. Okay, he is up, you know, in second. Well, third place, Garrett D. Grant in third. So, but Willie Nelson, can't count him out. Started 32nd. Look where he's at. Running fourth.
No, I think it's a green flag run. I think he's got the pace to give our picks a run for their money. For sure.
Oh yeah. Alrighty, Logan. Here we go, buddy. Timothy Zayas on the outside. The 99 of Jarrett Lipster on the inside. Pace car is off, and Timothy Zayas once again with the Timothy Zayas restart, but I think everybody was expecting that one.
Yeah, he's got to start changing it up a little bit.
No.
Pulling out the Zayas start too many times out of the back. Gotta mix it up on him once in a while.
We go back here to the one of Robert Felgen. He gets around the 44 of Jarrett Harmon. Now Jarrett Harmon's going to go side by side with the 08 of Orlando Rivera. Ryan Swan in the 67 directly behind him. Kerry Wells, the 14 of Edward Morris Sr. This is running back here at about the 14th position, but we still have several laps left to go. Anything can happen.
Anything can and will happen, especially up here for 4th, 5th position. They're 3 wide in turn 2. Looks like the 91 of Blair Patterson's going to back out. He says, I don't want any more of this. But, man, they're still racing like it's the last lap.
Well, they've been racing like it's the last lap since the first lap. What are you talking about?
That makes it so entertaining to call, doesn't it?
But it is awful, you know, and we're going to go 3 wide again. The 08 in the center. Orlando Rivera said, hey,
we got one in the sky.
only 11 of Gary I did see that one, and I can't catch up to him. All right. Man, it happened so fast, and they lose position so fast. Gary Wells in the Auto Parts 11 involved. Go back here and take a look at the MaxSpeedTV replay here. 21, and they are 3 wide right up ahead of him. Oh, right here. Oh, wow. What happened to the 1? Okay, was there contact between the 1 and the 11? No. From my point of view, and this is my point of view here, there was no contact between the 11 and the 1. However, the 1 goes up into the wall and just goes out of control. Might have been some net code and contact there between him and the 11. The 67 of Ryan Swan. I think the 67 is Ryan Swan.
Yes, the 67 is
Okay.
Ryan Swan.
Goes right up and underneath the 11, and the 11 goes like a top spinning, and the 1 of Robert Felgen just goes for a ride, as well as the 11 when the 9 has nowhere to go and hits the 11, and then the 9 of Zach Willard goes for a ride and a half as well. So several drivers involved in this caution here tonight.
Yeah, I was having a hard time figuring out which 3 wide you were talking about. There was 3 wide, like in 3 or 4 different spots on the track.
There were 3 wide everywhere.
Yeah, a lot of, there was so many rides, I don't know how many, I can't add them all up. There was so many guys going for a ride there, I don't know what score to give those, man. That's, oof.
Well, I mean, 123 of 144. We are coming down to about 20 to go in about, what, 2 laps? 1 lap? Something like that?
Yeah, I think 2
Yeah,
laps.
2
We're
laps.
at 21 to go this time.
I mean, we're coming out of the wire here. Well, I mean, what do you do with 20 laps to go? It looks like everybody has pitted, so for the most part, 3 to 5 laps out here on tires and fuel. Tires not going to really be a problem. Fuel, you know you can make it. What do you do?
I guess that's why I'm up here in the booth tonight. I mean, you just drive, man. You drive and you try to put yourself in the best position you can. If you're Timothy Zayas, you try to drive away on the restart. If you're Garrett Grant, you try to hang with Timothy Zayas. If your guys, 2 and 3 rows back, you try to just do what's given to you. You deal the hand that you're dealt, man. It's hard. It's hard to call, and it's hard to decide.
JT Hawkins in chat here tonight. He just, I guess, decided to top in a chat. Pretty crazy. Getting pretty crazy. GT, it is, man. But, it ain't over, man. 20 to go. Coming to the line, we're going to have 19 to go. And, of course, I'm going to let Logan get him going. But what an awesome race it's been. 14 cautions. We had 17 cautions at Dover. We're only 3 away. It's Iowa. It's short track. Logan, get him going.
It's been a fantastic race. It's going to be a fantastic restart. It's going to be a fantastic shootout to the finish here. Let's see what they got going. If Timothy Zayas is going to wait, looks like he's going to wait this time, Jot. There he goes, though. Nobody knows if he's going to go or if he's not, but look at that. The 31 of Andrew Raz is right on it. For the first time, nobody's close to him getting into turn 1.
Andrew Mraz, Garrett D. Grant, side by side for second. Andrew gonna take second. Here comes the 42. Here comes the 91 of Blair Patterson. The 88 of Garrett Heath right behind him.
They're wrecking again coming out of 4.
Oh, no, and it is a big one. The 15 involved in that. The 78 involved in that. Let's go back and take a look here on MaxSpeedTV. Tyler Hallman, let's go, number 42. So he is rooting on Garrett D. Grant. Okay, well, we're under caution here. We're going to be on the 78 of Jeremy Horn, a.k.a. Martin Truex Jr. Okay, the 44. Okay, we got to get on the 44 of Jarrett Harmon because they were 4 wide, it looks like here. Might have been some contact. Yes, there was. Between the 00 and the 44 right here. Okay, this is where it started. Might have been a little bit of net code. The 44 slows it down, going sideways. And then right here, the 15, having nowhere to go, gets right up into the 44. Nowhere to go. And the 15 goes for a ride. The 78 gets contact. Looks like the 96 might have got a piece of it. The 9, the 1, oh, the 33 of Roy Geeson gets a piece of the 78. And the 30 glitched through the 15. And, of course, this is from my point of view. So, of course, whatever the admins see might be totally different. But that's what we see. All right, Logan. Well, what do you do, man? Y'all, you at a loss for words?
Yeah. Yep. That I am. I don't know what to do here, man. These guys are battling. They're fighting. They're trying to get everything they can. It's crazy, man. These guys are. They're racing. that they are. I think you just got to get the best restart you can. You saw Andrew Mraz got a really good restart that time. Outside of that, you hope, man. You hope you get through the corners without any incidents and try to finish out this race. Looks like we're coming to 14 to go this time.
Yep.
And you just try to get all you can get while it's there for you.
Yeah, I mean, I want to interview the 08 of Orlando Rivera. Orlando, got a copy?
Yes, sir, Joshua.
Orlando, man, what a run. Started 15th. You're currently 6th. Man, what is going through your mind right now with 14 laps to go?
Well, I got 42 laps on my tires, so, trying to hang on with these guys here, I was talking to my teammate just now about that. Trying to hang in with these guys.
Well, do you think you got a fast enough car to get down there? I know you got a teammate. Do you think you got something maybe going forward?
Yeah, I think we got something for these guys. Of course.
All right, man. Well, we'll let you get back to it, bud. Good luck down there in that 08. 14 laps to go, man. Anything can happen. Good luck.
Thanks, Joshua. Appreciate it.
Buddy. Well, Orlando Rivera, Maverick Motorsports, you know, we've got several teams. You know, that's the way Extreme is broke down. They're broke down into teams and, of course, solo drivers. So you kind of have an idea of who's with who.
Yeah, you can tell by a lot of the paint schemes that these guys run. A lot of them look similar, just a little different. Outside of what we can tell you, just look for, you know, the paint jobs and how they run each other is the easiest way to tell if these guys are on the same team or not.
I'm going to let you get them going here, Logan. We're going to be coming to 12 to go, buddy. Go ahead.
12 to go, and Timothy Zayas is taking the outside again like he's done so often tonight. This time he's got Andrew Mraz on his inside. He's got Blair Patterson behind him and Garrett D. Grant on the inside of row 2. Let's see what kind of start he can get on this restart here. Oh, he jumped it early and he's going. I don't think they were expecting it that time, but they're 2 by 2 behind him. And let's see how they get through turn 1.
Well, it looks like Andrew Mraz is going to jump into 2nd and side by side behind him for 3rd, Blair Patterson and the 42 of Garrett D. Grant.
Oh, they're 3 wide here in turn 3, coming out of turn 4 back here for 15th, 16th position maybe. They're in the back of the pack there. You're racing it up, man. We got James Coyge, Jared Lipton, Douglas Carlson all back here battling for 17th, 18th, 19th. We got Willie Nelson back here for 22nd. These guys are racing, man. They know that time's running out and it's time to go. If it wasn't time to go before, it's time to go now.
Well, now is the time to, as we like to call, send it. Logan, I am sure you have heard that term racing. You've got to send it. 10 to go.
Oh, we got a caution
Oh, caution is out. Stephen Mioik and the 57 involved here. Let's go back and take a look. Now, we haven't talked about the GWC much, but we'll get to it here in just a second. But let's see what happened here to the 195. Okay, the 195 goes high. So they're side by side, and it looks like the 57 come right up into the 195. Now, that might have been some net code, but however, if it was, he would have come right up into the 195. And both of these guys going to get involved. Now, back behind them, there was another spin as well. The 78 of Jeremy Horn involved in another one. We've seen it on the replay here. Not entirely sure what happened here, but we are going to take a look. It looks like it might have been some contact, slightest contact between the 33 and the 78, and then the 30 just losing it. But coming down in front of the 77, that launches Jeremy Horn right up into the wall. So what do you got for us?
I don't know, man. We got cautions, man. We got cautions.
We got cautions.
Restarts. And the restarts have been exciting.
Oh,
Let
Timothy,
me see if I can get something from the admins here.
All right. Well, Timothy Zayas up front. Andrew Mraz, our defending champion, in second. Garrett D. Grant, our points leader, in third. Orlando Rivera currently running in fourth. Blair Patterson fifth. Garrett Heath sixth. Jacob Lee seventh. Brian Wasserman eighth. Ryan Swan 9th, and Edward Morse Sr. is going to round out your top 10 here with 7 to go.
Looks like from the admins, the 33 into the 78 in turn 2.
All
Looks
right,
like the 33 will be receiving the EOL penalty.
Rory Geeson. Okay. Well, how about we see Scott Brooks in TeamSpeak?
Let's have a look. I don't see.
Okay, well, let's see if we can get the one of Robert Felgen up here. Robert, got a copy? Robert, Joshua Madlock in the broadcast booth, got a copy, bud? Real quick. Alright, well, if they don't talk, then I don't disturb them, man. We'll let them get them going. Well, Logan Timothy up front, the 31 to the inside. 5 to go. We're within the window of the GWC.
Yes, and I believe they get 3 or 4 attempts at it to get it all settled under a green-white-checkered. If not, in that
4.
last green, in the 4th and final green-white-checkered, that the caution that comes out will be the end of the race. Now, the 22's done a good job getting good restarts here. Let's see if he can get another one. If not, I'm sure the 31 will be all over him coming down into turn 1.
Pace car is off. Here we go. Get him going.
The 22 with another good start. The 31 has a good one as well. Not as good a start as the 22 was hoping for, but the 32's got a pretty decent. Oh, we got a turn 1. 77. No, they're still wrecking.
They're still wrecking. Yeah, exactly. Blair Patterson, I know, was involved with that first incident, and they just went wrecking from there. So let's see what happened here right at the start.
Oh, the 21 of Jacob Lee was the one, I think, flying through the air there.
Oh, man.
Yeah, we know he was hoping for a good run here today, too.
Right here we see, right here, it looks like might have been a little locking the brakes by the 21 of Jacob Lee. It doesn't look like contact was made between him and the 91. However, that does send the 91 up sideways into the 77. The 91 goes up into the wall. So let's go back to Blair Patterson here. Looks like Blair is okay, kind of stuck up on that wall. So we'll go over here to Jacob. He comes back up on the track, not sure if he thought he was clear, into the 00, and right here is where it just started going from there. The 00 getting hit, going flying up in the air. The 15, the 57 involved. A lot of drivers involved in this. So, well, we are going to be under the first GWC here this evening.
Yes, we are. Unfortunate for the 21. Unfortunate for a lot of those guys, but here we are. Looks like the 21 is going to be receiving the EOL penalty from the admins as well.
What number?
Jacob Lee, the 21.
Jacob Lee, the 21. Oh, man. Well, Jacob is going to be at like you said, EOL. But he's still going to be on the lead lap. So, being at the end of the longest line doesn't necessarily, it's not a bad thing.
It doesn't ruin your race. But, I'm sure there may be another restart or two here that he'll be in good shape. He'll get what he can on this restart and try to get back up to the front. But I still wouldn't count him out. I know he's really gonna try and dig and do the best he can. We talked to him earlier. He really wants to. Feels he had a bad week last week, and he really wants to get at least a top 5 this week. So it'll be fun to watch him. And I'm just waiting for an update here from the admins. So.
As we take a look at the caution count here tonight, 17 cautions. We have actually tied last week's Dover caution count for 17 for Extreme Motorsports 99.com. It says we have 0 laps to go, but that is not true. ATVO has not updated, so we are under a green-white-checkered, so 3 laps. Lead changes, it says 6, but I'm not gonna believe it.
No, don't believe it. Looks like I just heard back from the admins, Josh. The 21's receiving an EOL. He got into the 91. And also the 86 of Douglas Carlson is receiving an EOL penalty for a lane change violation.
Ooh, lane change violation. Yeah, you cannot change lanes before, I believe it's the start-finish line. Am I correct?
Yep, I believe so. That would be correct.
Well, Logan, GWC attempt number 1. Get them going.
Oh, it's going to be an exciting attempt, and I hope they get it in this time. But, the way the race is going, we'll see what happens, man. We got the 22 of Timothy Zayas. He'll be on the loud pedal. Here he goes. Andrew Radge was ready. We got the 42 of Garrett D. Grant with a run on the outside of the 31. See what they do here down in turn 1 there. 3 wide again, Josh. 31.
Oh, they're wrecking! Oh, my gosh! The 31, a lot of drivers involved in that one. Let's go back and take a look. The 31 of Andrew Mraz involved in this. It looks like the 42 also involved. Well, GWC attempt number 2 coming up, but right now we're under a replay here, and we know how these races can get, and right here, oh buddy, the 42 goes for a ride. Pilot's license initiated there, according to Dragon Zeron. A lot of people being launched into space here tonight.
Yeah, I'd give him his Space Command license after that one.
Space Command license. Well, it looks like the 24, 31, 77, 99, the 08, oh Lord, the 94 launched into outer space as well. Oh, good Lord, Scott Brooks up in the air. And we come down to number 1 getting a piece of the 24. The 44 getting the piece of the 78. Martin Truex Jr., a.k.a. Jeremy Horn. So a lot of drivers, the 195, the 00, a lot of drivers involved in that wreck.
Can we interview our leader here?
Yeah, go ahead. Let me see if I can find him here real quick. Hang on. All right, I got him. Hang on a minute. All right, go ahead, buddy.
Timothy Zayas, Logan Kais in the MaxSpeedTV broadcast booth. You got a copy?
Yes, sir.
So what's your strategy here, man? I know, what's the safest play?
Is there anything safe here right now? I don't really think there is.
It kind of looks like you've got the safest spot on the track with your, as I like to call them, Timothy Zayas branded restarts.
Oh man, I'm trying to switch it up a little bit, but I think they're on me. We've had so many. They had so many times of practice. I don't really know what else I could do.
Hey, you're doing a great job, man. How's your race been going? I know we talked to you before the race, but how's it been out there?
It's been pretty fun. Me and Andrew got into a little incident earlier in the race, and we both made our way back up. But other than that, I mean, I've been pretty clean. I don't know about the rest of the field. I know my mirror's pretty busy, but other than that, I think the race has been pretty good. Obviously, I mean, I've been up front most of the race, so I can't complain too much.
Yeah, 106 laps.
Yeah, feels like about 600 laps, really.
Yeah, you're up front, but it looks like you got a bunch of guys behind you that haven't been up front. What's your plan for these here running with you up front?
Well, I'm gonna get a good restart here and try to protect the high side. And I feel like if I can get them pinned down there on the yellow line, they ain't gonna be able to have any get up and be able to open the throttle up. So hopefully I can get this high side going and should be golden. I don't know. I don't see any problem. I couldn't be able to win here.
All right, man. Well, good luck. You've been putting on a whale of a race, and it's been fun to watch. And we'll see how it shakes out, man. Good luck.
Yes, sir. Have fun.
Good luck, Timothy.
Thank you.
All right, 2 by 2 they go. Oh man, Logan. Well, a G countdown.
Well, man, look, we got some new guys up here. We got that other Lipstruer boy, Cody Lipstruer's running 4th. We got, don't count out Willie Nelson, man. He's in 7th on the inside line. I'll let you get him going here this time.
All right, Timothy Zayas to the high side, the 88 of Garrett Heath to the inside. Oh boy, GWC attempt number 2. Pace car is off and away. Timothy with the Timothy Zayas restart. Here we go. Green flag is out. Oh boy. 1, 2, and 3. Single file. But third on single file back here at around the 6th position.
Oh, we got a battle for the lead. Going to get off the corner as well as you might have hoped. The 88 of Garrett Heath. And they're 3 wide behind him for 5th.
Oh, 5th.
How did they make him?
Oh, no. Well, we are, great. Oh, caution is out. Oh.
That's interesting. That's
okay.
real interesting.
Caution is out.
They wrecked just before he got to the start-finish line.
But did they get to it?
No, it looks like this is the final caution where we'll try for a green-white-checkered finish. I think the caution came up before he got there.
All right, well, James Coy involved in the incident. I believe it happened right up ahead of James Coy as they were 3 wide. So we will see if we can find the 132 of Lane Doyle. Because right up here is where it initiated. Yeah, right here. The 5 comes up on the 37 into the 132, and a chain reaction effect.
Yeah, it looks like they were going to possibly go 4. Well, they were 4 wide. There was a chance they were going to go 5 wide there, and that didn't work out for them very well, as you saw.
Well, it looks like back here as well, some contact made between the 08, the 31, the 14, and the 1 as well. So, you know, there was a couple of accidents that happened at the same time. Oh, boy.
I just want to say that the one car can't catch a break.
Robert Felgen.
It looks like the 14 may have reached his incident limit, and that sent the one flying into outer space again.
Well, the 14, the 14 is still on the track.
Is he?
Yeah, Edward Morris Sr. Now, the 33 of Rory Geeson, the 5 of Chris Seidenfaden, James Coy in the 70, Dawson Miller 57, Robert Felgen in the 1, Michael Robinson 00, Gary Wells in the 11, Cole Kidder 07, Rodrigo Loga 10, Brandon Joy 93, Rick Donathan Sr. in the 8. In the 8, they have all taken their cars behind the wall, so they are out of this race. I don't know if it's, incident limit or if they just didn't feel comfortable being out there, but right now we have 23 drivers on the lead lap. The only driver 1 lap down is Christopher Vanskoy in the number 30, currently 24th. And Garrett D. Grant is currently running in 25th, 2 laps down. Oh, Jacob Shalafo, cannot forget about Jacob. He is 4 laps down, currently running in 31st.
Yeah, it's shaking up to be a wild and crazy final GWC here, Josh.
I think we've got number 3 going on. They get 4 GWC attempts, not 3, 4.
Oh, do they get? I thought it said this is the final caution. We'll try for a green-white-checkered finish in iRacing.
Let me make sure, but it's 3 or 4, something like that, but okay, this is the last one. Okay, Logan, you are correct.
Yeah, looks like they're coming to their final
Here we go.
chance to get a green-white-checkered in, finish the race under green. Let's see what the 88, he got a good restart last time, see if he can hang with the 22 again. It's going to be crazy, man. I know these guys are going to be, racing like, well, I can't say racing like it's the last lap because they've been doing that the whole race. But the 22 got a good jump, the 88 had to check up. I don't know if he jumped before the 22 or not, but the 22's back out in front, and they are racing like crazy behind him. The 3 wide. Oh,
the 67, 44 going sideways. Caution is out, and it looks like Garrett Heath is gonna come away. Wait a minute.
How? No,
Timothy Zayas gonna be the winner here tonight. Oh man, well let's go back and take a look at what happened. I believe it was the 44 of Jared Harmon involved. So let's go back here and take a look. Right here we see contact between the 98 and the 44. And this is where it really stacked them up. The 44. Now, the right up ahead of them, the 67 goes sideways as well. And that is really where it, began. So we go up here to the 67. I think that's Ryan Swan. Yes, it is. Right here, the 08 involved, the 31, the 14. A lot of drivers involved in this incident. So, as they come around here and to finish out the race, oh man, well, we're going to get the top 3 down here for an interview. Don't go anywhere. The MaxSpeedTV post-race show coming up right after these messages. Alrighty, back live here on MaxSpeedTV. Of course, Timothy Zayas coming away with the win here tonight, but we're going to start here with third place here, the number 96 of Cody Lipster. Cody, got a copy, buddy?
You bet I do.
Cody, man, Iowa Speedway, and it's Iowa. Now, I'm going to let you talk about it here tonight. You know, Dover, last week it was Dover. Talk about the racing here tonight and what it took to really just put yourself in a position to finish in the top 3.
Realistically, it was a lot of luck. With the damage being turned off on these cars, there was really no way to tell on who was going to be up there and what was going to happen. First and foremost, I really should apologize to Ryan Swan in the 67 with that minor contact we made on the last corner. I did not mean to do that at all, but I ended up getting a little bit tight, and this place it's not the greatest track for me, so something like this is not a lot of it's a lot of give and take, and I'm not very good at the whole giving portion, and I do have to apologize majorly for it. But I definitely feel good about getting up here finally. I mean, not exactly the way I wanted to do it, but yeah, it's been a tough couple weeks for me and my brother and Willie. I mean, Willie ended up coming in last week, finishing out second. I was running up there for quite a while, and ended up getting uh, delayed EOL, so it ended up taking me out of the race pretty fast. And then this one was almost the same situation with me and the 10, and it was a lot of fun, but it was just a lot of different things happen in this race that I don't think I've ever seen before. Not the way I expected.
Well, you take a look at what transpired here tonight. Now, I'm just a broadcaster, but last week at Dover, 17 cautions. Okay, it's Dover. It's a mile long. The wall is usually where the racing line is. At Iowa, it's 3-4 lanes. We've seen some 4 wide action here tonight. 20 cautions here tonight. No stages. Talk about that, and I'm not saying anything bad, but it's Iowa, short track, 0.8 miles. Go ahead.
A large portion of that was majorly due to the fact that we had 21 cars left on the lead lap, and almost 33 or 34 of them were still running. So it was majorly on the fact that we didn't have anybody that ended up getting taken out of the race here. I think a lot of it would have been a lot easier on a lot of the drivers because it would have been less competition. But not only that, it would have been a lot more, all right, well, we have to save our cars, we have to save our tires, we have to save our fuel. And it was just so much that went on within the race, finding out that, oh, well, the cars don't have damage, they don't take damage, the tires don't wear out, and we don't really need to stop for fuel. So it's like one thing after another made the drivers drive even harder and harder and harder, and ultimately ended up causing for probably one of the causing most of the cautions.
Well, Cody, finishing third here tonight, definitely going to help you in the point standings. Now, I don't know if you're going to have time to make it into the chase, but, you guys, you and your brother joined. Are you enjoying your time here with the competition? That's the thing. The competition here for Extreme is high.
It is definitely fierce.
All right, Cody. Well, we'll let you get back to it, but thoughts, shout-outs you want to give before you go celebrate your third place finish?
Definitely a huge shout-out to the people I've been working with, Jarrett and Willie, and also a huge shout-out to Timothy. He ran a great race. Garrett also ran a fantastic race, raced around them too quite a bit within the last couple weeks, and they are both extremely great competitors. Glad to race with them week in and week out.
All right, Cody. Well, hopefully we will see you next week at Watkins Glen Road Course. Talk about it real quick.
Definitely not one of my better showcasings, but honestly, I don't know how anybody does on road courses here. So I'm hoping that we're all pretty even. I mean, it is only 30 laps, so maybe we'll walk away with the top 5, top 10. That's kind of expectations.
All righty, Cody. Well, let's get back to it. Hopefully we'll see you next week at Watkins Glen, man. Go celebrate your top 3 here tonight, and hopefully we'll see you next week, buddy.
Thank you.
Uh-huh. Alrighty, well, that is going to bring us to our second place finisher here tonight, Garrett Heath. And, I'm going to put Logan on the spot here. So, Logan, go ahead and interview Garrett Heath.
Garrett Heath, how you doing, man? How was your race?
It was a very eventful night tonight. I can tell you guys that.
Well, you started 11th, you worked your way up, and you finished second, man. So, talk us about your night, man. Like, how did you manage to, deal with all of the incidents and how you managed to find your way and finish in the second position?
I mean, guy in front of me on the restart coming to green flag, checked up, so I fell back a little bit. I got put in the wall. No big deal, nothing bad. Worked my way up, and just caution after caution. Just everyone had different pit strategies, so I decided around lap 80, I'm just gonna stay out and not pit anymore, and it worked to my advantage.
That's one way to do it, man. That's for sure. You had a really good run here tonight, and I'm real proud of you. You finished second. So next week we go to, I believe, Watkins Glen. What's your thoughts on going there?
Don't have any thoughts because I haven't touched it yet. So I mean, I'm good at road courses, like different cars, not stock cars. So I mean, we'll see. I just haven't been there yet in the iRacing simulator.
All right, man. Well, great run here tonight. Any thoughts or shout-outs you want to give before we let you go celebrate with your team?
I would like to thank Caroline Gaming, Infinite Esports, Man Gear, Logitech. I'd like to thank the boys back at Primetime Motorsports with all the helping and spotting they do for me, making me a better driver every week. And I want to thank you guys and the sponsors of this great league.
All right, man. Well, congratulations on your finish, and I'll let Josh talk you on out of here.
All right, thank you.
Well, Garrett, man, congratulations on a second place in the 88 machine here tonight, buddy. Watkins Glen next week, man. Road course. Actually got to turn right, man. So, what do you think about it?
Turn right is just as easy as turn left. That's the way I see it. Same motion.
All righty, Garrett. Go celebrate, man. We'll see you next week at the Glen, buddy.
All right, thank you. You guys have a good night.
You too.
You too.
All righty. Well, that is going to bring us to our winner here tonight. And the pick from Logan Kais, Timothy Zayas, grabbing the win here tonight. Boy, Timothy on rails here, grabbing the pole. 115 laps led. Gonna finish the race out here tonight with the most laps led. Now I'm looking here, and unfortunately, from what I'm seeing, you didn't finish the race with no incidents. But talk about your race here tonight and the dominating performance at Iowa.
Oh, it was fun. How many laps led were there under green? That's what I want to know, because I don't think there were very many.
I don't know.
I don't know about that. That was
at least the first one after every restart, right?
Yeah, I had the restarts down pat. Now, well, I don't know. That last one was pretty sketchy. I thought he had me there.
Yeah, with the Timothy Zayas restart.
I didn't know I had to switch it up. So I was like, all right, I'm gonna wait a little bit. Well, I waited, and everybody behind me thought I was gonna take off right away. So I'm getting rear-ended. I don't know what to do. So I take off, and the 88's right beside me, and I look over, and we're neck and neck, and he inched out a little bit in front of me, and he had to check up a little bit because he would have beat me to the line on the restart. But I don't know, man. That was good and intense. I wish it was a little bit closer there on the end of the race, but I don't know. Still had some fun. I love Iowa. Like I said last week, my home track. I'd like to get a win here and manage to do it. And well, we'll see if we can. What's next week? Do you know what next week is?
Watkins Glen, the road course.
Oh man, I think I'm gonna be sick next week. I don't think I'm gonna be able to race.
Hey, I'll come out if you need me.
Hey, if you want my information, you can race for me. You can be my sub. We'll have to. You could be my Jeff Gordon at the Dale Jr. a couple years ago. I'm calling in Boris said because I don't know about road courses. I don't even have the track.
Oh man.
This is not gonna be. I don't want no TV time next Monday night. Just keep the camera off me. I mean, if you guys want a good entertainment and see some donuts in the middle of the race, you can go check me out on my desktop. But I don't know other than that.
So the bus stop at Watkins Glen, not your favorite, right?
Well, so last week I said I want to shoot for a top 5. I want to shoot for a top 35 next week. That's my goal.
Oh, a top 35.
A
Okay.
top 35. Yep, that's my goal as of right now. It'll be good. I know there's some good road course racers in there. I'm not one of them. It's not I'm just gonna go through the motions there and try to run some laps. But that's gonna be a fun race to watch next week because I know some of the guys in there. They're pretty intense in the road course racing. Not me. That's not my forte. I like to stick to my left. I don't like right hand turns. Let's come out of the pit stall. That's about it.
My right hand turns are usually into the wall, but you know.
Hey, there was a lot of practicing with that tonight. I guarantee you that.
Oh man, well, Timothy, man, you're gonna make it back to back here tonight, and your third race win of the season, man. Talk about Iowa. Talk about your win at Dover last week, and of course the win you took, at Homestead, the second race of the season. Now you come into tonight in 11th in points. You've had some bad races, but you've had the good ones too. So talk about it.
I watched Ricky Bobby last night. What's that? He either wins a race or wrecks a car trying to win. Well, I got 3 wins and 4 top 10s. So do the math. Yeah, it's a feast or famine for me. It's either I win or I need to get past that and start putting some races together when, I know there's guys better than me and I try to push the limit and, wrench out some top 10s and stuff. But Dover last week and this week were pretty much the same to me. A lot of restarts and everybody was pretty close in the top 5, I feel like. I know we had some up-and-comers at the end of this race. They actually battled pretty hard there at the end. Dover and Iowa were 2 different animals compared to Homestead. Homestead, I think that's the only race that we've had this year that I've had to take a green flag pit stop. And we actually had some long runs, which that fits right into what I like. I like worn tires and trying to handle your car a little bit more than what you do on newer tires. That fits right into my ball game. But last week and this week were pretty intense, especially the Green-white-checkereds. I thought that second one, I guess Lee told me that the caution lights on the pace car came on at that second green-white checker at the end of it, and I was a car length past the finish line. I'm like, oh, give me a break. I don't want to do this for the third time. Oh, I was like, I'm going to have to protest this race, and I don't want to do it. No, I'm just kidding. But, yeah, it's, I got some work to do this week, I think. I'm going to do my homework like you. I got to take some tips. I don't like taking tips from people on driving, but I'm going to have to do it because Watkins Glen, I didn't know that until you just told me. So I was looking forward. I'm like, oh, yeah, we got a roll going, and all momentum's going to be stopped.
Well, Watkins Glen is the second to the last race before the chase. Of course, after that will be Charlotte, a mile and a half. We don't need to worry about Charlotte. We need to worry about Watkins Glen because that is the next race.
Yep. I know last week when we talked after I won, you told me I didn't even know what the race was this week. I just take it one at a time. I don't look ahead. That's how you get yourself in trouble. So we'll go with Watkins next week. I'll hit it pretty hard this week. See what we can do. And Charlotte, I'm pretty good at mile and a half. So I like racing those. So Charlotte, I'm not too worried about. If I'm good in points, I'll just keep her clean and not do anything too extravagant. But we'll see. I don't know, Watkins Glen. I think it'll be fun. If I get some practice in, I think it could be fun.
All right, Timothy.
I'm gonna have to tighten the steering wheel a little bit harder on my rig, but yeah. Well, I don't want to go without thanking the sponsors, Doug Designs for putting on the K&N series, and all the good drivers in here, and Next Level Racing, Premier Car Services, Rick Montag, Sim Speed Shops, Norton Graphics, Neon Sim Games, Ford Entertainment Group, 26 Promotions, and thanks for my teammates and all they do during the week and helping each other out so we can get good, strong finishes like I got tonight and last week and just keep the train rolling. And I know I gave some pointers the last couple weeks, so they better be helping me out this week.
All right, man. Congratulations on your win. And it was a hard fought battle up front. Dominating performance from you, man. Thought shout outs, of course, you already gave, man. But get ready for Watkins Glen road course, left, right turns next week right here on MaxSpeedTV. Go celebrate your win here tonight, buddy.
All right, thank you guys.
Congratulations, man.
Thanks.
Well, Logan, that is going to do it. And your pick won tonight, and I am still, I'm old for like 30.
Yep, you heard it here first, man. He's back-to-back wins. He's no joke especially on these smaller tracks.
Oh, man. Well, let's get to the final results here tonight. Timothy Zayas grabbing the win here tonight. Dominating performance. 22.076. The fastest lap he put in. Garrett Heath going to finish in that second spot. Cody Lipster in third. Now, I had his brother to win here tonight, but Cody finishing third. Awesome job for Cody coming up and finishing in the top three. Zach Ogburn in a fourth. Jacob Lee in fifth. Donnie Lee grabbing a top 10 just outside the top 5 in a sixth place. Douglas Carlson in seventh. Jeff Glockner in eighth. Jeremy Horn ninth, a.k.a. The 78. Jarrett
Martin Truex
Lipster.
Jr.?
Yeah, that's it. I went blank there for a moment. Martin Truex Jr. Jarrett Lipster in. You were rounding out. You were a top 10.
Brian Wasserman finishes in 11th. Blair Patterson 12th. Freeman Stephen Mioch finishes 13th. Scott Brooks 14th. Lane Doyle 15th. Tuning up the band, Willie Nelson 16th. Ryan Swan 17th. Jarrett Harmon 18th. Edward Morris Sr. 19th. And Samuel Richards rounds out your top 20 here tonight.
All right, Orlando Rivera 21st, Christopher Vanscoy 22nd, Zach Willard 23rd, Andrew Raz 24th, Garrett D. Grant, our point sitter, coming into tonight in 25th, Jacob Chalafo 26th, Roy Geeson 27th, Chris Seidenfaden 28th, James Coy 29th, and Dawson Miller going to round out the top 30 here tonight.
Robert Felgen 31st, Michael Robinson 32nd, Gary Wells 33rd, Cole Kidder 34th, Rodrigo Loga 35th, Brandon Joy 36th, Rick Donathan Sr. 37th, Darren Clement 38th, Rick Donathan 39th, Cody Fabianic 40th, and Don Kidder 41st.
All right. Well, the last final four drivers there, either admitting or spotting, but congratulations goes to Timothy Zayas here tonight. Your winner here for Extreme Motorsports 99.com, Doug Design Series. Well, Logan, Watkins Glen, 2 more races left in the regular season, and Watkins Glen next on the racing circuit.
Oh yeah, Watkins Glen is one of my absolute favorite tracks. Home track for me. My family's from New York, so I really enjoy racing there. I'd love to race there. I'll probably be up here watching and calling the race though, so we'll see, man. It's going to be such a fun race to watch and a fun race to call.
Well, Logan, nice to have you in the booth here with me again tonight. Tomorrow night, the Extreme Motorsports and 99.com Truck Series right back here at Iowa. So, still yet again, 8 more races. They follow the same schedule. So, Iowa, Watkins Glen, back to back. So, man, it is going to be entertaining in both series.
Oh, absolutely, and looking forward to tomorrow night. You know, if tonight was any preview, it's gonna be a wild race in the truck series tomorrow night. It's gonna be fun to watch. You know, those guys tend to have a little more of a green flag runs than they do here in the K&N series. Nothing against them here, but that just seems what seems to be the case. You know, in the truck series, you know, those guys may have a little more experience. But it'll be a great race regardless, man. It was a great race here tonight, and I enjoyed it very much.
All right, Logan. Well, thank you again for, coming aboard here for the K&N series. But that'll do it here for MaxSpeedTV and Extreme Motorsports and 99.com K&N series. Until next time, folks, stay safe and have a good night.